Hello, this is Hilla Penrod, New Hero Comics, and you are watching today live Dawn and Quarter Fan Edition. Welcome to the show, and with me from the land of small people, big dreams, but even bigger explosions. And if you collect all 7 Dragon Balls, you too could have any wish you desire, unless your friend has died more than twice. You have to go to Namek. Chester, the man, Busby.
Hello, how you doing today, Hillel? You ready for this show?
I'm ready to go.
All right, man. Yeah, it's going to be a great show today. We are doing our Stan Lee Memorial. And of course, we're copying what the pros do, and we're going to be doing Spider-Man here today. But keep in mind, everybody, that this Spider-Man challenge is not limited to just the Peter Parker Spider-Man. It is any Spider-Man. So feel free to try to do different things. It might get more attention from the crowd, actually. So Hillel, this is the first time we've had you on the channel here. On the fan edition of Drawn and Quarter, by what is what I mean. And you've been running your channel over here. How long have you been doing this?
Really only for about 3 weeks or so.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah, so pretty new with all this. I kind of discovered the Comicsgate thing and found that there was a resonance with some of the ideas, and then I started meeting people and getting into the streams, and it's been a lot of fun.
No, it is a lot of fun. Absolutely, man. And, one of the things I've enjoyed is meeting all these people and making a lot of friends as well. But we are starting to get some people in here. We're going to take a little bit of time, everybody, and we're going to get to know these artists that are going to be drawing these amazing Stan Lee tributes today. But of course, hitting that like button and subscribing to this channel is one of the big reasons why Pixel Trader, in creating Drawn and Quarter Fan Edition, is moving it from channel to channel to get more exposure for the smaller channels inside our community. So please do us a favor and hit that like button and subscribe and help these guys grow. But of course, the most important thing you can do is hit that share button and tell everybody that you are here, and let all your family and friends know, and have them come over and enjoy this 2-hour plus show where we're going to be drawing Spider-Man. So please help us out with that and do that. And while we wait for the crowd to gather, we're going to go right along and talk to everybody, and I'll come back to you last, Hillel.
Okay.
Now, of course, as you guys know, I am joined by my amazing co-host, Booster.
Yes, it is. It is me,
attention
Booster.
at all.
I am. Of course, I'm paying attention.
Are you sure? How many ciders have we had yet today?
Just the one my nana's called me.
Your nana's called you. I think she probably really has, actually, because he's usually a little bit more on the ball than that. So, all right, I'll handle it by myself, no problem. Hey, solo, flying free here.
It's okay. I'm here now. I couldn't hang up on my nan. My nan is the loveliest lady on this planet. Okay, I'm sorry.
So now that we have ironed out the Nan gate, we shall move down and start talking to these people. Now I'm going to basically go here left to right inside the Hangouts, which I think is quite actually reversed over in the live stream, guys. But I'm going to start over here with Bill. And now I'm going to be presenting everybody to you later. I'm not going to worry about doing that white boxing stuff right now, guys. But Bill, how you doing now? We've had you on here before. You are Argos Creations, and you and I actually collabing on something, which is really cool because we are part of the Gatekeepers. And there are several Gatekeepers here, and we're going to be talking more and more about that, guys, especially when December hits. But other than that, Bill, tell us something interesting about yourself.
Hey, thanks for having me on. Something interesting about me is that I am extremely gullible.
That's good to know. Nice to know.
Nice guy.
You shouldn't tell people that. That is not good information to put out in the world. People will take advantage of that.
That's
I will
gullible.
take advantage of that.
Only gullible people would say that.
Yeah, see, it's the truth, and you know, but what are you gonna do? Ted Cord's better than Booster Gold, and we'll just go with that.
Ooh. Ouch.
Well, you know what? You know what I think of that? That is your opinion. I respect it, and I'm also a fan.
So, BB gun shots fired? I don't know. All right, fine. Thank you very much, Bill. All right, moving down the line here. Okay, moving down the line, we're coming to Brad now. We've had Brad on here before. He is Pencil for Life, and Brad is an amazing artist. And we have told him very clearly he shall not use any color today, particularly red. But Brad, why don't you tell the yes, correct. And Brad, why don't you tell the folks something about you that we don't know, something interesting.
Something interesting that you don't know. I like to trick people into doing things they wouldn't normally do.
Would you say gullible people?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, okay. All right.
Uh-oh.
All right.
It was you.
Broke the tension.
Bro, is that a Lobo Raphael?
That is. Yeah.
That is
Ooh.
so cool, bro.
That is cool.
Yeah, it's still for sale if someone wants it, so they can hit me up for it on Twitter.
I will give you $0 for it because I'm poor, but I want it.
You know, that's okay. $0, $150 for shipping. We can do it.
Oh, okay. There you go. He's covering you in the shipping. That's where they get you, Booster.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, Booster, you say you're from New Zealand, right?
I am from New Zealand. This is true.
Well, I don't know. You claim it, because I can do a question for you. You like to say the word bro a lot, and I'm pretty sure that's a California thing. Where'd you get that, man?
What? In New Zealand, everyone's your bro. I mean, yeah, that's so bro. Oh, the Aussie think say bro, but that's bogan nonsense saying bro. But no, bro, that's Kiwi ass.
You guys see what I have to deal with, right? This is what I'm dealing with.
Hey,
all right.
How dare you insinuate that I'm from California?
How dare I?
How dare you,
Brad? Brad, we're going to be paying real close attention to what you're doing today, and that I'm looking forward to what pops on your screen, man. It should be cool. So coming over.
Is out there for me today. I know it.
Oh, there you go. All right. The Maryland militia certainly can swing the tide. That's for sure. Now we're moving down the line. We're coming over to Todd, the creator of Ignition, and amongst many other things, including an amazing Stan Lee tribute piece of art that I absolutely love, and is actually going to be on, what is it, the Netherlands #1 magazine or something like that?
It's a trade zine or fanzine. That was just me joking. But it's called Kimmel Skibbit, and it'll be the cover of that next month or the next issue.
It's interesting. You know, the word skibbit is a Japanese word as well, and you know what it means?
No, but I'm about to find out, aren't I?
You are. It means sexually dirty.
Ooh.
Oh my god! Now I'm really interested in getting copies of this magazine.
Could be interesting.
Send me a copy, please.
All right, Todd. What we've been enjoying watching all the stuff you've been doing on the channels and having you being part of FanSpeak, and of course, you're also a gatekeeper as well. So why don't you go ahead and tell the folks something a little bit about you while we wait for them to gather. And please keep in mind, guys, go ahead and hit that share button, get it out, and let everybody know we're on. Okay, go ahead, Todd.
Well, I can't be found because apparently I can't even find the channel I'm on. So that's going to be difficult. But you can find me on Twitter at MarooneyTodd.
I will help you. I will help you. No problem. Here we go. Okay, what I'm doing, Todd, is over on the right-hand side there, up at the top. Left-hand side, up at the top. There's a little blue box. If you click on that, as you know, it'll open up the chat. And I just dropped Hillel's YouTube channel right in there, so you can click over and get over to that. Okay, while Todd is doing that and getting himself set up to understand what the people in chat are saying and yelling and screaming at him about, we will come over here to my senpai, Jiminy Cricket. How you doing today, sir?
Hey there.
Golly, we just had a Barella guy. Wow.
Oh, Tug is in. Wow, hey, Tug. I didn't know you could draw.
Glad to be here.
I think a combination
It's actually
of
pretty
Matthew
good, dude.
McConaughey and Christian Slater put together.
A little bit. Yeah.
That's a little scary. Yeah. Glad to be back.
Glad to have you, man. And this time you're going to go over there and knock the socks off him, I hope. If you win it, of course. If you win it. It's not like... Well, you know, I'm not biased at all, guys.
Yeah, well, what's all these losers we're sending to the Pro Edition? This is just disgusting.
I think they should have a pro edition without Ken White.
Without Kanan, Kanan is a beast, man. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But why don't you tell us something about you that we don't know, man?
Let's see. Besides being a graphic artist, I okay. One thing you don't know, I took 7 years of violin up until I got married. So I took some violin lessons for 7 years. So I can kind of play, but it sounds like a dying cat.
They usually do.
Yeah, unless you actually practice. I practice like once a week before I actually have my lessons, and you could tell.
Nice.
So.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
So it paid off very poorly for me.
I see. Well, I've been playing 43 years, so if you do the 43-year route, you will be able to sound good. I'm pretty sure.
Wait, you played violin for 43 years?
No, saxophone.
Oh, saxophone. Oh, great. Awesome.
Yeah,
That's very good.
I wouldn't touch any of that nasty resined up violin crap.
What? It's awesome.
Talk about nerddom.
Hey, man, I'm a nerd. I'm proud of it.
So where were you, man?
I play chess too.
Hey, I was actually a member of the chess club. Booster, most certainly. You must be a chess club guy, Booster.
No. Why, some kind of
liar.
What are you?
Get
out of here with that nerd crap.
Let me jump over here. Ryan, everyone, Ryan is a new artist on here today. And you are Ryan Cardinal. So we know nothing about you, Ryan. So go ahead and tell us about you, man.
All right. Well, I'm Ryan Cardinal. I go by the Ryan Cardinal on all my social media. I used to be a tattoo artist for 20 years. Then I quit doing that in 2016. And I started going into animation and comic books. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Oh, crap. Very cool. And what led you to our little humble show?
Well, obviously I was following the Drawn and Quartered main edition, and then I noticed something popped up, and I was like, oh, there's a fan edition? And,
yeah. Superior edition, in fact. I've been trying to get Pixel to rename it, but it's not biting, you know?
No, he's not. But okay, Ryan, nice to have you with us, man. And don't be shy. Shout out and definitely tell Booster to shut up anytime you want. You're free to do so.
All right. Allowed to do that. Just to encourage people to do that, but it's not allowed.
Well, just to add to the flavor, I'm yet another filthy Canadian among the masses here. So.
Oh my god. More Canadians. Why am I surrounded by Canadians, Booster?
This is disgusting, man. we have to keep this chat pure and American, like us Americans.
We're like nice cockroaches.
All right, let's come over to our last contestant for today, and that is Ultron 24, or would you prefer us to call you something else? Another new contestant, by the way, a new artist today, guys. So tell us what you want us to call you, and tell us about you, man.
Yeah, honestly, I forget. It's usually under my gaming name on my Gmail for some reason. My name is Sean Norton. I go by Sean Norton Art. You can catch me usually on Twitch doing live streams of comic art. Teaching a lot of new artists and kind of helping with tips and tricks. I also am a comic artist myself, of course, and will be releasing some new content coming up. So you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, pretty much all social media as Sean Norton Art. And look forward to competing. I actually know Ryan from streaming on Twitch. We both stream there, and both know each other from there as well. So this will be fun.
Oh, awesome, dude.
Right.
Well, look, we are definitely looking forward to it. And keep in mind, not only am I telling the people in the chat to share this out, but I'm also telling the people in the panel, the contestants. The link is sitting right there in the chat with us. You can click on that. You can go over there and share it out to your friends and family, your community, and let them know that you're on and competing so they can come over here and support you. And, of course, vote for you. Because here on the fan edition of Drawn and Quartered, guys, we have an actual prize. The prize is if you win. Yes, we do, Booster. If you win here, you get a seat in the fan edition. In the pro edition. And when you're there, you can go and kick their butt and win and show your superiority. Or you could simply get a lot more exposure and the ability to sit with some really good artists and occasionally a legend or two. So it is really cool. And we
us.
And yes, well, that's true. But we have had some good representation go over there. We've actually had one of our fans win. That would be John Dillard, gaming the system.
Awesome. Oh, don't give him any more plugs, please.
Yeah. But actually, most of our fans have done really well in the competition, actually. So it's really cool. And we're really looking forward to that. Now, we're going to start here in a moment, but I want to go back over to Hillel. Now, Hillel, how you doing there? You going to be able to show your screen a little bit?
Sure, absolutely. You want? Can we share it right now?
Yeah, well, we want to see what you're drawing, man.
Oh, I haven't started drawing anything yet. I don't want an unfair advantage. Everybody else is already at a disadvantage having me here to begin with. So.
Oh, there it is. Shots fired, baby. All right, Hillel.
Shade over here.
Those shots are wild rockets from over the wall.
They
Oh my gosh.
oh
Yeah, we got
goodness
those
gracious.
going on right now. Yeah, 500 missiles.
Oh,
Yes, and of course, it is interesting to note before we start this thing off, guys, that we are looking at a very international group up here. Hillel is from Israel. I'm living in Japan, although I am an American. Booster is an American living in New Zealand.
I'm an English. I'm sorry to say, I'm actually an Englishman. Disgusting Englishman.
Oh, goodness. That's worse, I think.
It is.
And, of course, we have several Americans in here, and we have some stinking Canadians as well.
Disgusting Canadians.
Yes. But anyway, guys, that looks great, Bill. I saw you working on that today. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and kick this off. All right? So the rules are very simple. We are drawing Spider-Man, any Spider-Man you want. This is a Stan Lee tribute, and we will be talking about Stan Lee today, unlike another channel, which I will not name. But we're going to... I couldn't hear you. Go ahead and say that again.
Was I misinformed? I thought we were talking about Harry Potter.
Oh, goodness.
I could if you like. I could all about Harry Potter. If you want to hemorrhage subs.
Does Stan Lee have something to do with Harry Potter?
No. Enough of the Harry Potter. I nixed the conversation right now. Remember, I do have control and power over all volume and positions and seats, and I will kick you. All right.
He's a maniac.
True.
And
all right, guys. But we're going to kick this off, and you guys are ready? You got your pencils ready? You got your erasers? No color. Okay, well, there you go. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. Let's see what you got. Let's see these Spider-Mans drop out. And keep in mind that for right now, I have nothing white box. So if you do speak up, people will see what you're doing. Although I have a feeling you've got a lot of work to do for the next 30 minutes. And Booster and I will keep everyone entertained.
What's the time limit on this?
2 hours. 2 hours.
2 hours. All right.
2 whole hours to draw something. Wow.
Okay. I'm finished. I'm done.
Oh, dirty dog. Dirty.
Yeah.
I'll submit mine tomorrow.
That's tough. Yeah. So, can I? Where's my prize?
It's kick him.
This is the Miss America pageant, correct?
It is, although I would much rather be at the Victoria's Secret show, but hey, you know.
Well, you were about to say
Especially these
Brazilian, and Brazilian would, I mean, yeah.
Kick him.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, speaking of the Miss American pageant or the Miss Universe pageant, those things have gotten awful.
Well, yeah, they're all feminists now.
Yeah, so yeah, that's...
I've never watched those.
Well, they used to be a main thing on TV when I was young, but of course back then we only had 3 channels, so I guess that probably had something to do with it.
Hey, we still only have 3 channels.
Chester, I have the winning drawing here. This is the Booster Spider-Man right here.
I see it.
I appreciate it. Well, are you trying to ape my style?
I think he is. I think he's actually doing it better than you do. You know, but you know, what do I know?
I don't care for that, Chester. That hurts my feelings a little. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I put
All
a lot
right,
of heart into my work.
I know you do. And by the way, guys, Booster is not doing a piece of art today, and tell him why, man.
Don't bloody make me tell them why. They'll think I'm a genuine human being for a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, Booster is just a bum who's drunk too much and he can't hold a pencil. Okay,
that'll do it.
That'll do. That'll do. All right. I thought it was nice. All right, we'll leave it at that. But all right, guys, you guys go ahead and get your foundations, tucked in and everything going. And Booster and I got to talk about Stan Lee for a while. So, Booster, now I'm assuming, being a comic book fan, that you know who Stan Lee is.
I've heard of him. Is he the guy who pops up in Marvel movies every now and then? Is that what he does?
He does.
Yeah. And he says things like, "Oh, get him, Spider-Man." That's the Stan Lee.
Yeah, no, that's not a very good Stan Lee at all. He does say things.
All right, true believers, Excelsior.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's much better. That's much better. Now, all joking aside, why don't you tell us a little bit about some memories or some, just feelings on the passing of Stan Lee while the guys are moving along here.
Well, I mean, of course it sucks, right? When anyone dies, but 95, he's a bit of a trooper, right? Like, unlike some other comic book legends that didn't get to live for that long, Stan Lee, what an absolute trooper to live to 95. It's got to be that amount of youthful energy, sheer love for the fans that got him that far, really.
I think so. And of course, he had his wife with him up until the past couple of years, and they were a really good team. And I think that's where we saw his health decline. When his wife passed away, the feeling that came between my wife and I was that he'll be passing on soon. And of course, here we are a couple of years later.
And also, the last 2 years seem to have been like he really did lose a lot of his energy. Right, he was getting taken advantage of by some very bad actors.
Yeah, he was. But let's talk about happier things with Stan Lee. I know. Of course. I lived in New York off and on, mainly as a musician. I was working in the East Coast and in Manhattan, and I did a lot of gigs and stuff and here, there, and I was always moving around. But one of the permanent parts of New York City is Stan Lee. Now, I'm not even sure if he actually lived there, but he was always around. When I was younger, I mean, he was always doing something involved. He was on the TV all the time. He was, of course, we see him on the cartoon show, but he was real, actual part of the fabric of New York. And I think it's hard. I've said this before, but I think it's hard for people to understand exactly how much love New York has for Stan Lee. I'm not saying other people don't, but because he created Spider-Man, and Spider-Man is something that is truly integral to New York City. And so I've seen Stan many times just walking down the street or, going here or there. I never talked to the man. I just saw him, right? So, but I have a lot of great memories of Stan Lee. And I, of course, got into comic books and learned who he was very early because of his being on the TV and stuff. And the cool thing about it was my father, he never talked much about anything. My father is that he's a lifetime military guy, and he's one of those strong but silent types. I mean, really, really silent types. But he told me a very interesting story about comic books. It's not necessarily Stan Lee related, but I thought it was an interesting thing to mention. Now, my dad fought he did 4 tours in Vietnam, and he did a lot of other stuff, other places. But while he was over there, he was telling me that one time, just out of the blue, right? He had said that because I was reading a comic book, and he said, "Oh yeah, we used to read comic books when we were over in field or in country." That's what he said. Yeah, and but what he said was they had these like rucksacks, and these rucksacks had like these pipes that made up the frame, and then the canvas would be on it. And he said that what they would do is they would take those pipes and undo them, and they would put their comic books in, roll them up tight, and put them in the pipes so that they wouldn't get wet. So they would they would have several comics sit in those pipes of the frame of the backpack. And he was just telling me how they used to do that, and they used to read comics all the time when they were, at
That's
rest.
awesome.
I guess
Very
it
cool.
is cool. Don't you have any cool stories?
You can't do that with video games.
You can. But I have a feeling that the military guys these days have access to a lot more tech than my dad did.
Yeah, I did notice that the military guys seem to be closely linked to comics a lot. That's very interesting. A lot of comics guys, a lot of the big comics guys were always vets.
Yep. Richard, Captain Cummings.
Yep.
Tank, DeWolf.
Yep.
There's a whole bunch of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy. So, what is the big link? Is it because you guys just get a lot of comics over there while you're deployed?
I don't know. I'm not military, dude.
Yeah, but I think comics and the military have always had a very close relationship ever since World War II. Since comics have been, as long as comics have been around since the 30s, they've been intertwined with the military. So, it's a really close relationship.
Interesting.
Yeah, it seems so. And I do know that I have seen many comments and interviews with Stan in the past, and he always talk up the military.
Cool.
He always promote it. He always support it. And that's something Stan always did,
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, he was in the military himself during World War II.
He was. That's right.
Very cool.
As far as I know, Marvel does send out comics to the military.
They still do? Good.
Yeah, we have a bunch of Avengers at the shops that we're all giving out to military. So, and those are newer ones too, like 2012, 2013. So as far as I know, they still do.
Yeah,
Good.
It's a cool thing to do,
Yeah.
And another thing, it's with Booster mentioning the connection to military. If you think about those guys in the Golden Age and the ones that brought around the Silver Age and the birth of Marvel and all that brought with it, pretty much all those guys are military. I mean, Jack Kirby. I mean, all of those guys are military, and those were tough SOBs that didn't take no guff from nobody because they saw the real deal. Right.
Yep.
And it's interesting to me. It's a nice comparison because you look at the ones who are running the comic books today. They're not only are they not military, they're the most soft, pansy. I won't finish that people I've ever seen.
Pansiest mofos on the face of the planet.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, no argument there. And speaking of which, the Mr. Miracle ending was very disappointing. I read all 12 issues of that, and I loved the first 6 issues. It was slowly declining. I was thinking, surely they'll wrap it up with the ending, right? No. Mr. Miracle discovers he had been dead this whole time when he killed himself, and so he's essentially in hell or something, and he doesn't want to escape. He doesn't try to make a big heroic escape or nothing. He just accepts that he's in there and stays there with his fake family and fake life.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, that whole run, it started so good too, man.
It was so strong. But the idea is Mr. Miracle's supposed to try to escape. I was expecting him to come out. It's like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, he can't escape. The man. Then go ahead.
Yeah, the run's over now. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The run's over. Yeah, I believe the same team is going to do a Fury series now. Which seems like what Tom King just wanted to do the whole time, because he just wanted to make an absolute wuss out of Mr. Miracle, and then
yeah, I told you about Tom King, man. You tried to you kept trying to defend that guy, and I told you, man. No, Tom King, right? But here, all right, guys, what's what I'm going to do? I'm going to come over the chat. I'm going to read some of the comments and interact here a little bit, and when I'm done, I'm going to come back and I'm going to white box everyone, and we're going to see what you're up to. Okay? Over here in the comments, Feel Cool was the first one here for the many of the first comments, and he seemed to have been very impatient, if it's a he. We also have a Longside Star Viper. Feels like the Pro Edition with this waiting. Haha, you didn't wait. We were dead on time. Don't give me that.
Dead on time.
Yeah. Cross Comics. Hi, all. Hey, Rick. Ray is here. Hi, Ray. He says, what's up? Pablo Romero is also here. Hello. And I think we'll probably have Pablo on the show again. Pablo is a really good artist. He did real well when he went over the fan edition. Bethany's here. Yeah, absolutely. Hello. Good evening, Bethany. Our favorite troll is here, Booster. Joshua.
Joshy.
Yes. Yeah, sometimes he deserves kicking, but we'll pay attention to him and kick him if necessary. Good Dog Press. Good Dog Press is here, and he says, "Good evening, Mr. Busby and Mr. Awesome, Mr. Hughes, Mrs. Frickchikis, or whatever that means. I don't know what that means. I think he's talking about Bethany. Maybe he misspelled that horribly. That's the Hawaiian thinking over there, Booster. You should be happy you're living in New Zealand."
I am. I'm very happy.
Yeah.
For now. Until the SJW nonsense takes over, but we're safe for now.
You are.
Yeah.
John Dillard, gaming the system, the only one who has won the fan edition and then went and won the pro edition. Ooh, John Dillard. He said, yes, he does. He says,
game that system.
He did, man. He finally, the Drawn and Quartered fan edition. Don't forget to share the video, guys. Thank you very much, John. All right, coming down, we got Vinny. Vinny's a new face. I haven't seen Vinny before. He says, "I am an artist and I am struggling to be published." Well, you know what, Vinny? Why don't you go to Chester C. Busby III on Facebook and
we will be sure to ignore you.
Yes, or you can go to Chester Busby on Twitter and send me a tweeter, which I never ignore anybody, Booster, and send me a tweet, dude, and I will put you into our happy little group here, and we will get you on this show so you can talk about what you're making and we can see your art. How about that, Vinny? Then we have Devilish Boredom over here and Get the Rake. I don't know what that's about, but it probably has something to do with Joshua or maybe Booster.
What? I don't want to be raked.
No, rake. R-A-K-E. No, you didn't. You said something else. I heard it. All right.
You are hearing what you want to hear. Get your mind out of the gutter.
I'm sorry. Is this a Sigmund Freud moment? Man, that's what it is.
Yes.
Phil Cool says, when will you be changing it up and choosing your own characters to draw? I like that idea. So did I. We're going to have to sit down and have a talk with Pixel about that and see if we want to do that. I think tonight doing the Stan Lee tribute with Spider-Man is a great thing. It's not only good to, give tribute to Stan's greatest creation, but it also is, Spider-Man, from what I understand, is a great challenge as well.
I owe Manny a skunk girl, I believe. That's right. I was so fixated on drawing the Booster Boys last night that I didn't draw him as a skunk girl. So.
Oh, that's right. You're supposed to do a Peanuts version, I think. We have Thundaro is in here with us. Hello. We have Tank Ferret is over there. Vote. Oh, no, Tank. I will not read that. Hey, Kat's here. Hello, everybody, she says. And hello to you too, Kat. P Money. It's not a P Diddy. It's a P Money. All right. Maybe they're the same. All right, Drawn and Quartered, where I've got some extra votes for Jiminy Cricket in Broward. All right. So I guess you got a fan over here, Jiminy.
Oh, I do? Oh, cool.
Yes, you do. Yeah, excellent. All
I
right.
can't really see anything, so.
Don't worry about it, dude. Everyone's just pretty much saying hello to each other. KG's here. He says hello, and hello to everybody, and hello to me, and Good Dog Press, and et cetera, et cetera. Let's see. Velvet is here. Hail Raven. Yes, of course. Hail Raven. And anybody else new in here? Trusty Sidekick is here. Hey, how you doing? Whew. Finally finished helping my parents just in time for the show. Excellent. Glad to have you here, man. All right, guys. So if you guys have any direct questions for the chat, or more importantly, what I'd like to see is if the chat could give us comments on some experiences you have for Stan Lee, or just some thoughts on Stan Lee. I'd like to see that and hear what you have to say about that. And of course, there are 35 of you in here right now. So that would be great to see some of the ideas and stuff. And I know a lot of people in here have actually met Stan Lee, unlike me. You ever meet him, Booster?
I'm afraid not. I haven't been outside of New Zealand since I was 4, and I don't know if Stan Lee has been to New Zealand. I'm going to Google that.
Would you like to tell us why they won't let you outside of New Zealand, Booster?
It's a prison colony, isn't it?
Because I am too powerful for the outside world. And no, you're thinking of Australia, mate. You got us mixed up again. Australia's the prison bloody colony. That's
There's
where
a difference?
Worse too.
I thought New Zealand was just a colony.
You want to fight me, bro? I will fight you.
Okay,
I thought
guys.
I thought New Zealand was where Australia wouldn't accept people. They put them there.
All right, then.
Is that not correct?
Just spicy. All right, guys. Well, I've given you enough time to get something down on the paper, so I'm coming to you. So be ready. I'm going to go start over here with Bill. And Bill, the whole world is looking at you now, man. And
even New
now,
Zealand?
Bill, well, go ahead, Bill.
Is New Zealand looking at me too?
Oh, no, they're not part of the world. But that's an interesting angle we have going on here on Spider-Man. I like it. I see you got your blues down. You're moving into actual inks. Is that inks that you're doing now?
I'm just cleaning up a little bit with the pencil, and then I'll hit the inks up really soon. So I was able to get this pretty tight in blue pencil. And so just a couple spots I want to define. And
now, Bill,
Spider-Man's coming at you.
He is coming at us. I like that angle, dude. Now, can you tell us, have you ever met Stan Lee?
I have never met Stan in person. No. But Stan has always been a part of my life one way or another. I mean, even tangentially. Reading his books, watching TV. I mean, one of my earliest influences was the old 60s Spider-Man cartoon when it was in syndication.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the 70s. And I remember watching that. And then, of course, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends and the Incredible Hulk. And then, I've always loved to get my hands on Stan Lee's comic books and things that he's written. So it's some of the funnest stuff. I mean, it's just really just straight in your face, over the top adventure. Some of it's so corny, you just can't help but love it, you know?
Oh, absolutely, man. And of course, a lot of people have mentioned the cartoon. Of course, that has like one of the best theme songs ever.
Oh, yeah. And my favorite was when the Ramones did a cover of it. And that was a really nice one.
Yeah.
Interesting. A Ramones cover of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Michael Bublé did one too.
Interesting. Now, of course, Booster has promised me before the show. You guys didn't know this, but he has promised me that he is going to actually sing the theme song to us. So, Booster, go ahead.
I don't recall this. I don't recall making any such promise, but
you can't back out.
I will happily oblige nonetheless. There's something along the line.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Can he swing from a web?
No.
Yes, because he's Spider-Man. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man.
Sound like the pedophile from Family Guy.
It was, yes, exactly what it was. It's actually Spider-Man. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size.
Spider-Boy.
Just like flies. Come on.
I knew the whole song. I was just changing up a little.
All right,
wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too bad. Your version was better. Okay.
Chester, hey, can you box me for a second?
Can I box you for a second? You mean you want me to jump over everybody and then and ignore them and jump to you?
Someone can't wait his turn.
I'm going to show everyone a trick. John showed a similar trick yesterday. I'm going to show it in a different way.
Okay, then I will come to you next, and then I'll come back to Brad. So, Brad, just understand that Todd is taking your time.
Whatever. Todd can do whatever he wants.
All right. This is just a little trick that John showed a similar type thing yesterday, but basically I did these two long ruler marks, right? And I'm gonna magic wand both of them. Now I'm pressing the shift button at the same time because I'm gonna add, and I'm gonna use my selection pen at the same thickness as. That's a little too weird. Let me go in here.
Okay.
Right. And I'm gonna dump black in there. Now I'm gonna shrink that selection by, let's see, maybe by 10. And now I'm gonna clear that selection. Boom.
Cool.
Yeah, that is cool. That is neat that you're doing that. Yeah, that is cool, man. That is cool. And just so you know, Booster, Joshua Hughes would like you to sing the theme song to all Spider-Man cartoons, please.
Oh no. All the other Spider-Man. I don't know the rest of the Spider-Man cartoon themes, bro.
No, neither do I. Although there are some good ones.
The other ones don't matter.
They don't matter. That's right.
They
That
don't
was a
matter.
good one. P Money does say, I read Spider-Man at age 10. If not for that, I would not have a love of reading today, and I wouldn't have read half the novels I've read. You know what? Comics are a great gateway into reading. Trusted Sidekick says, How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way by Stan and Big John Buscema. Buscema? I don't know that name. Buscema. Was the first... Thank you. Was the first book I replaced after my dorm burned down my freshman year at William and Mary. Well, I'm glad you didn't burn down with it. That's very good. But we have been sitting on you here for a little bit, Todd. So why don't you go ahead and tell us any kind of Stan Lee story you would like? Impressions, ideas, times you've met him, whatever.
I have one, right? So this is, I believe it was 1996. And this was at the Javits Center, the big New York con. And there were 3 pretty big lines, right? One was all 4 members of KISS. That was huge.
Cool.
Even bigger was Stan Lee's line. And then smaller than Kiss's line was Joe Quesada. And that was just after they had done the sort of Ash miniseries, and they were announcing as a regular series the #1, and these guys were going around the country as rock stars. And I had my Ash books, and I decided to not go see Stan Lee or get in his line because I thought, someday I'll probably be a pro, and maybe I'll get to meet him on a different footing. And I chose to go on Joe Quesada's line to get my autograph.
Is that the origin of why Joe Quesada decided to make it one more day? He saw that line. He's like, one day, Stan Lee, I'm going to screw with Spider-Man.
Yeah. He chose poorly.
No, he just wanted to tell a bad Spider-Man story.
Joe Quesada.
Poorly.
Always ready to give you the Montezuma's revenge. All right, Todd. Now that I've heard that one before, that is a good story, though, and it's unfortunate that you didn't do that. But cool. All right. Now let's move over here and let's go to Brad. Coming back to Brad, actually. Hello, Brad. I'm enjoying what you're drawing here, and why don't you tell us? You have any Stan Lee stories, man?
Not really. I mean, I saw him from 10 feet away from my first con. I was right in front of his photo booth for my Artist Alley spot. So that's about it. I should have met him when I could have at the cons. He was there twice, and my brother did. I'm kind of sad I missed out because I just wanted to meet him later on when I was better at art and stuff. And I should just ponied up the money and did it.
Oh yeah, so it's kind of like me. I have been very close to Stan several times, but I never went and talked to the man.
Yeah.
So yeah, same thing. Yeah. And you're. I'm going to come back and ask this question later, so I'll save that. But all right, man. I see you've added another character here, which is one of my favorite Spider-Man villains, actually. That's of course going to be interesting to see how that works out, dude.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope I'm not gonna biff it here because I chose to do this, but we'll see.
Well, Spider-Man's tough, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to bring it. So
bring it.
All right. Well, let's go down the line here and let's bring it to Jiminy Cricket. So, Jiminy, I'm going to go ahead and white box you here so everybody can see what you're doing.
Okay.
Now, this is nice looking. This looks a little more modern to me, but I'm going to ask that question later. So, for right now, the question is, give us a Stan Lee story, man. Tell us about how he's affected your life, or maybe if you met him or anything like that.
Well, my sad Stan Lee story is it's so wrenching. My mom got me How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way by Stan Lee and John Buscema when I was 10 years old, my 10th birthday. So I've had the book for a while now. I'm not gonna say how old I am. I'm old. So I still have that same book, and I went to, I think it was Dragon Con or some other convention years ago. Stan Lee was going to be there, I pre-ordered the ticket to meet him and have him sign something of mine. So I brought that book that my mom got me when I was 10 years old. I was like, oh man, Stan Lee's gonna sign the book. My mom and dad got me when I was 10. And it's like, yeah, I got all excited. I put it in my backpack and drove all the way up there to Dragon Con. I was all excited. It's like, yeah, I can't wait. Get the ticket. He had to wait like 3 hours before he was ready to sign. During that 3 hour period, someone stole the ticket from me.
Oh, no.
That
I didn't realize it until I looked at the time. It's like, oh yeah, cool. It's gonna be 20 minutes. I better go up there. Went up to the line where you were supposed to meet Stan Lee. Get there. It said, okay, where's your ticket? It said, it's right here in my pocket. It's in my pocket. It was here. It was here. Wasn't there. Someone pickpocketed me. I got screwed out of meeting Stan Lee after waiting how many decades. So that's my sad Stan Lee story. But he's a big influence on. He's been a big influence on me and everyone else who's ever read comics. So with all of his appearances on TV, movies, all this stuff in his letter columns and everything, everyone feels like they know him. So yeah. I don't feel that badly because he was generous enough with his time and with his just his personality to put himself out there to the public like anytime he could. So you always got a really solid idea of what Stanley was like. So he was a really cool guy.
Yeah, he was. The one thing about Stan Lee is he always had time for his fans, man. He's a great celebrity in that way. Well, thank you very much, Jiminy, and we'll be keeping an eye on this, and it looks really good, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Hopefully I'll be able to finish it.
Hopefully, yeah. All right, we're going to come back to Hillel last because it is his show. He's hosting it, so we'll talk to him last. But let's go over here. One of our new competitors, and this is Ryan. Now, Ryan, see what you got going on the screen here. It looks really cool. But the first question of today for you actually is talk about Stan Lee, man.
So I had a slim opportunity to meet him at one of the conventions. The tattoo shop that I used to work at, we would go to basically more of the like anime and comic book conventions rather than tattoo conventions because our clientele was more nerd based.
Right.
So one of the times we got in early and I was hanging out with one of the sword guys because there's always like sword stuff at anime and Comic Cons. And being a tattoo artist, obviously I'm going to hang out with weirdos. So and everybody comes rushing over to the sword place and like, oh my God, Stan Lee's over at the t-shirt place right now. And the place is empty and it's just like the perfect opportunity to go meet him.
Awesome.
And he's only got like, his handler with him and like some other like super hot babe just walking with him.
Stan Lee.
Yeah. And so he comes up and I'm thinking like, what would I say to this guy? And he comes walking by and I was just like, you know what? I actually have nothing to say to this guy because what am I going to say that he hasn't heard from everyone already? Mm-hmm. And I was just kind of like, you know what? I'm just going to let him walk by and just be in the presence. And that's good enough for me.
Oh, cool.
But
that's
then,
not cool.
Then later on.
Stan!
Yo, later on, in an interview that he did with who I don't know if it was with Chris Hardwick or with Kevin Smith, but he mentioned the thing that if you would meet him, this is what you should say to him. Yeah. And what it was is, how's your day going? That's it. Because he's like, everyone talks to me about, the things I've created and stuff, but no one ever asked me how my day is going.
Oh, that's sad.
Cool.
Yeah, so I was just like, you know what? I'm going to take that, package that, and anytime that I meet anybody of any note, that's what I'm going to ask them. How's your day going?
Okay. That's good.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool. But you
too, man. That sounds good, dude.
Passed up the opportunity, man. You should just shook his hand and says, hey, brother, love you. And that'd have been enough.
Yeah, it was one of those things, though, where you would have to stop him in mid-stride, and I was just like, I'm not going to stop the guy in mid-stride.
Yeah. You could have tripped him.
He may fall down.
Oh goodness, could have tripped him.
Sweep the leg. Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg, Johnny. Sweep the leg.
Was that the same person that was taking advantage of Bill's gullibility earlier? I think it was. Yes, I'm pretty sure it was. Goodness, this we got a mean one in here. Got to watch this one here, tripping Stanley. All right. Well, it looks real good, Ryan. And we're going to come back to you and talk to you about the art more later. Okay.
All right.
All right, man. Now, coming over here, and we're going to talk to our last contestant today. And now, go ahead and tell us, Sean, what exactly, if any, Stan Lee story do you have?
Well, I go to C2E2 in Chicago every year, and Stan's been there multiple times, and I actually got to see him in passing, and yeah, I wasn't afraid to fanboy. I made sure to kind of, say, hey, Stan, what's going on, and I was kind of, normal about it, but then he actually got really excited, and I think that's the greatest part. Is Stan Lee's always like the most positive, just force, in the room, and he got so excited just that somebody was approaching him, and then we actually had a good conversation about comics, and of course, just like a million people, drawing comics the Marvel way is what got me into things. And so yeah, I kind of talked to him about the influence there and what I do, and he got so genuinely excited, that cool. He has people out there drawing his characters that are so enthusiastic for it, and the content, and love the the worlds that he's co-created and so on. Right. But yeah, it's just crazy because I'm sure he would love everybody to say like, hey, just how you doing? How's your day? And be normal. But at the same time, the greatest thing about him is that he fully embraces the other people, that kind of jump straight in his face and, they fanboy out. And, he takes everybody for who they are. And I think he's just so excited that there are people like all of us to enjoy all of this and embrace it.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is cool. And just to let you know, guys, you have about a little over 30 minutes have elapsed, 34 minutes, I guess. And you got plenty of time now. Sean, you are really, really far ahead here. You do realize you got like another hour and a half, right?
Oh yeah, I plan to use it.
Oh, sweet. Wow.
I'm scared.
Oh, yes, indeed. He is coming at it. All right, cool. Now, Booster, I went through here and I whiteboxed everybody, and we took a look at their art whilst they talked about Stan Lee. So, what do you think about the offers for today here? Whilst I was going through there.
Yeah, they're all right, eh? I reckon they'll be all right. Yeah.
You got any favorites so far?
Oh, mate, I'm not going to pick favorites. Jiminy.
Jiminy, Jiminy.
So I'm your favorite.
Allegedly. But
allegedly.
Yeah. Ultron. No, I'm just watching what Ultron's got here. He's got like a little sidebar with his art going through. That is really bloody clever.
Yeah, yes, it's a little off screen. No, it isn't because I have this set up wrong. I see. Oh yeah, there you go. Very smart. See, self-advertising.
He's advertising while he's drawing. And take note, fellas.
Did you jump on here through Streamlabs or something, Sean?
Yeah, I use OBS. Like I said, I typically stream comic art on Twitch, so I'm using a similar setup, and I just figured out how to run it through Google Hangouts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I use Streamlabs myself to do all my stuff on the Fanspeak channel as well.
So John Dillard, Gaming the System, says, with all this failed talent and mealy-mouthed missed opportunities to even say hello to a walking legend, what makes them think they won't choke at the Pro Edition? Do tell.
John is throwing out some shade from the chat for sure, and he will continue to do that for the next hour.
That was just I don't think that was shade at all. I think that was just brutal.
Yeah, no, it is brutal. Yeah, he will continue, and we'll see much more of that from John. To be sure.
Mm-hmm.
I do hope so.
I love his comments.
Ah, no, so do I, man. Now, Booster, we've this is the 6th or 7th fan edition. I can't recall. I think it's the 6th one. And you've been. Is it 8? No, I think that's the Pro edition, dude. I'm not sure, but anyway, we've done a lot of them.
And we've done a lot. Yeah.
We have, and we've always enjoyed getting up here. Usually, we have you doing some art too, but we're not doing that today. But yeah, I really love this fan edition, man. This is really cool. Having. It is a lot of fun, and of course, we say fan edition, but we got a lot of guys in here that actually do have some pro experience, or obviously extremely talented. I mean, look at them. It is a cool thing to be able to have this opportunity to get up and do that, and I think I do like the fan edition name though, because it doesn't matter if you're a pro or not. We're all a fan of comic books, right? And we all enjoy reading them. So why don't you tell me? While we give these guys some time to move their projects forward a little bit, why don't you tell me, what are you reading right now, man? What kind of comics are you into right now?
Oh, what am I reading? Well, I'll tell you what I was looking forward to every month was Mr. Miracle.
You were?
I was,
really?
up until about... I noticed, like, it was the first 6 issues of that are excellent. But then...
Yeah, they did start well.
Yeah, I had the 7th, I was like, this isn't... it's a bit weak, but all right. The one after that, I was like, okay, all right. Hopefully, the next one we'll get back on track. Nope. Okay. Surely it will end well. I kept holding out hope for this piece of crap.
No, I knew Tom King was going to do that, dude. They can't help themselves, Booster. They're infected with a disease. They can't help themselves.
King was one of the good ones, but because I don't get like the massive SJW vibe from him, and he's a very talented writer. The thing is, he is so engulfed in his neurosis and his depression that he can't help but write this crap into his comics. And he just writes these absolutely hopeless, miserable comics now.
Yeah.
It's just sad.
Well, who was it? Was it Quesada? Who's the one who did that horrible Spider-Man run where he broke Spider-Man and Mary Jane up by using time?
Was it Dan Slott?
Yeah. No, it was Quesada. It was Quesada. Yeah, but I mean, same thing.
No, Dan Slott turned Spidey into Doc Ock and did that bullshit. I mean, sorry,
yes,
actually, I didn't mind Superior Spider-Man. I thought it was a fun run. But...
I thought it was fun enough. Yeah.
All right. Well, now I am going to go back here real quick, guys, and we're going to continue that conversation in a second. But I made a mistake, and I'm going to fix that mistake right now by going over and talking to our host. Hello. How you doing?
Good. Doing pretty well. Yeah. I'm starting to hone in on my drawing, I guess.
Now you're going something very interesting here. I like the look of that, man. And I like your style. You have this real Toon-esque type of style that you do. It's really fun. But the question is, Hillel, tell us, talk about Stan Lee, man.
Well, I never had any direct experience with Stan Lee, but you will see the germ of my interest in comics was planted very early, as there's a photo of me being held by Spider-Man when I'm about 2 years old. Okay. So I had that very early on. No, I mean, I enjoyed the Hydro Comics the Marvel Way. That was my very first art book that I ever had. And it was fantastic. I mean, it was amazing. One, just to have the ability to learn how to draw comics by someone who actually drew them, and then you watch the video, which I bought before it was put on YouTube, and you had Stan Lee, who of course is just, I mean, the guy just loved what he did, and I had people in my life who hated what they did. They did not enjoy their careers. They did not enjoy, kind of the direction their life took. And so seeing an example of someone who's like, hey, I'm doing what I love, and I love every minute of it, and I'm going to be positive, that had a really positive effect on me. So I appreciated Stan Lee's attitude of life is what I really appreciated. To me, I don't really care so much about celebrities. A long time ago when I was a kid, and I was going to the cons and the Trek conventions, the Doctor Who conventions, I kind of realized that just because I got someone's autograph didn't mean that we were close or anything. It didn't mean there was a real relationship. and I'd rather have a real relationship with somebody than their autograph. And but as far as it goes with kind of an inspiration, the way he lived his life and approached things, I thought was pretty inspirational.
No, absolutely. Stan Lee is revered, and he's a true American icon. You don't get that way by just being some idol. He did so many things in his life to help people out, and he's certainly missed that, and that's for sure. You said you were 2 years old when you had that picture being held by Spider-Man.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Well, I've seen a picture of Booster standing next to a guy in Spider-Man underoos, but that guy was a drunk bum on the street, so I'm not sure if that really counts.
I think this is all false news. I think you're trying to undermine the Booster Boys and our triumphs and victories and our. I don't know where I'm going with this.
No, I don't either. Yeah, I fed you so well too, but I thought I was a Booster Boy. I'm not a Booster Boy.
Well, if you want to be a Booster Boy, you have to live like a Booster Boy.
Okay. Well, dude, I lather up just fine. Thank you very much.
You level up? Are you shirtless? Are you abbed? Are you working out?
Dude, you've seen how jacked I am. I'm ultra jacked, man.
You're pretty.
Don't forget the oil.
Dude, have you showed everybody yet?
The oil.
Come on, man.
Oh, not on this channel. I don't want to blind them.
Show them. Show them.
Oh, you guys want to see my ultra jackedness? All right, I'll show you.
Yeah, dude.
All right,
All right. Showing
I'm not afraid. I'm not like a certain Cross Comics. I'm not afraid, man. I'll show it.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Dude, I mean, it takes him a while to get that shirt off, dude.
It does. It's so tight. It's a tight problem.
Bro, if you were really jacked, you just burst through the shirt the second you started.
It takes time to untie the girdle.
Oh, right. Hey. Don't you talk about my girl. That's an important piece of equipment. Respect the girdle. All right. Okay, I'm ready. Okay. All right. Got to make sure I'm jacked enough here. Ready to present.
Boy. Oh, here we go. He's going to present himself, people. Ladies, leave the room immediately if you want to stay clean.
He had the Google Play girl.
You gotta respect the Chester here now. Okay, you guys ready?
Oh,
yeah, ready.
All right, here we go. Doing the chest reveal, and I did oil. The reason it took so long, Booster, is because I had to oil myself up. So here we go. We are ready.
Here comes the YouTube strike.
Goodness. Chester.
And that's why they call him Chester.
That's right, man. You can eat off those abs, baby.
Oh man, I want a bit of that six-pack.
Yes, has nothing on you, buddy.
And now Hillel's channel has been shut down. Congratulations.
Sweet.
Hey, do you guys know that right now we're in the middle of a nor'easter here in Massachusetts?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It's the first one of the year.
I don't think they know what a nor'easter is. I'm from Rhode Island, so I know it quite well.
Is that tonight?
Oh, maybe Booster might not want to know what a nor'easter is. But...
Tell me what it is.
Easter? Like bunnies?
Nor'easter is a very, very wicked, windy storm, dude.
Oh,
I see.
I've actually been out on my family are all fishermen, and I was actually out on the boat working on one of my uncle's boats, and I was actually out in a nor'easter hit, man. It was bad.
Ouch.
Yes, ouch. It was really, really bad. And they actually made a movie about that. No, we got in. Luckily, we only got hit by the kind of the edge of it. But there's actually a movie made because that night, several ships went down and people died. And they made a movie about it, talking about, just kind of, they were just talking about one boat, but I can't remember the name.
Perfect Storm.
Clooney?
Yeah, it's the Perfect Storm.
Yeah. That was actually that same night. And actually, there were several, maybe 5 boats that were lost in that night, I think. It was really bad.
Wow.
You were played by Mark Wahlberg, right?
Oh no, we just got hit by the edge of it. We got into port and we were fine. But those guys that were out in that died, that it was a tribute in a way, a tribute to them. That movie, yeah, that was pretty horrible.
No, the only person who could play Chester at the moment is either old school Arnie or maybe who's that pretty boy from Magic Mike?
Oh,
Channing
yeah.
Tatum.
Oh,
Channing
Channing
Tatum. How
The
about
guy
that?
can't
dude.
act.
Played by Channing Tatum.
Man, I look just like Channing Tatum. There you go. You hit it.
True.
I'm
That'll be
sorry
perfect.
for you. I'm sorry, Chester.
Yeah, he's a pretty boy.
I feel bad for you.
I wonder if they're still. I wonder if they're still supposed to do the Gambit film with him.
Nope.
I pray not.
I hope.
Yeah.
I pray that they do not.
So
I
do
don't
I.
know
guys-
why they chose him for Gambit. What an odd choice.
Did you guys see that Jupiter Rising?
No.
I know of it, and it looks so terrible.
The guy's
What
a terrible actor.
disaster, man.
He's a
Well,
horrible
he
actor.
wasn't the problem. That girl, what's that girl's name they had in there?
Oh,
Mila Kunis.
Mila
Mila
Kunis.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, she is so awful. She's everything I've seen her in. She's like literally one of the worst actresses I've ever seen in my life. But they keep giving her work, and I think they've given her awards and stuff.
She's crazy cute.
She looks like a
She is-
bulldog.
Like, yeah, it's kind of like a pup.
the bulldog.
She's like 2 feet tall. Oh, that's why. Because so small. That's why Booster likes her. It's a hobbit
I feel
thing.
like a giant around her.
The only movie I've seen her in that I've really liked was Book of Eli.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that was a good film.
That was great, yeah. But she didn't, if you remember, she said basically nothing.
That's why it was good.
Yeah.
So that means the SJWs would not like that film then.
I probably not. That was a good movie though. But
It's a
Denzel
great
Washington.
movie.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, Denzel always brings it though, man.
Yeah.
I just watched. Was it The Equalizer 2 last night? So good.
Oh yeah.
Oh really? Yeah, I want to check that out. I like the original TV show, but I thought Denzel did a pretty good job.
Yeah. They adapted it really well. I was surprised.
Now, let me come over here to chat real quick. And we got Feel Cool says, according to my kids, Spider-Man and Batman are ninja Ghostbusters that ride dinosaurs and fight zombies.
There you go.
They're right.
I agree.
They
right.
are. That is awesome.
Apparently,
Joshua Hughes
Tank
says
Furt
something
wants
that's
to be played
unimportant.
Apparently, Tank Furt wants to be played by Brad Pitt.
What? Brad Pitt
My
playing what?
appearance as Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt playing as Tank Furt.
Oh,
I don't know what in. But whatever
I was
it is,
thinking more.
I want Ryan Gosling to play me.
I think a better choice for Tank Furt would be something like John Goodman on a Binger or something like that.
Work.
It'll work. We have a new face in here. I let Penrod. I always enjoyed seeing Stan Lee's cameos in Marvel movies. Yes, and now it's a little bit of a thing. We saw an article we talked about on the comics news the other day, and it said that the upcoming Avengers 4 movie will see the last cameo of Stan Lee. But I also remember a couple of years of them talking about creating a bank of cameos from Stan.
Yeah,
So-
I remember that too. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
by
I
the way,
don't-
Yellow Pinrod is my wife. So, hello.
Hi.
Why?
Hello, wife. Very nice name, by the way. Now, hello, you're gonna have to do me a favor. If you come to my name over here in the chat, and you want to click on those little 3 dots next to my name. Matter of fact, let me say hello in the chat so you can see me.
Okay.
Okay.
I want a wrench.
Yes, give me a wrench. I need one. And Booster needs one too. Booster, can you
I
type
do.
in there, please?
I need one. I need a wrench. I need it. It's not a request, young man.
Now we've been at this for about 51 minutes, guys, and so we're coming up on an hour, and of course we're going to need Booster to create that straw poll for us, and that's why he needs the wrench. But let me keep reading the chats while you get that set up for us, Hillel.
I think you both are
Let's see. Tank Fair says legend. Wait for it. Derry. It's a good game. It's a good deck builder. I like that one.
Yeah, I hope he enjoys his original comments.
Mm-hmm. Now that was a very nerdy board gaming joke I just made, Booster, and you didn't catch it.
I didn't because I don't know anything about Legendary.
Well, so yeah, and
It's
you
the
claim to
Marvel
have
deck building
nerd
board
cred.
game.
Give me your license.
I never said I was a nerd. Get out of here. I'm not some nerd. I'm a manly
Sorry,
man.
that's right. You're a oiled up booster boy. I forgot.
I am a booster boy.
My sketchbook 340 says, "Is this like the werewolf thing from last night at Busby Bear?" No, it is nothing like that. I just happen to be a fabulously ripped and beautiful man. That is all.
There's nothing werewolf about what he just presented. How dare
Not
you?
at all. And Kat says immediately after that, she says, "I'm ready." Lol. Sweet
Lol.
Cat. Thank you. That was perfect timing. I don't think it was related, but I'm taking it. Trusty Sidekick says, "I'm in coastal Virginia. We know nor'easters quite well." Yeah, I bet you do. Feel Cool says, "I was jiggling for cod at the start. Yeah, it was. Oh, sorry. I was jigging for cod at the start of the nor'easter once. We were close by in a relatively sheltered bay at the time, though, so we were fine. Yeah, those things get scary, and they can pop up in you sometimes too. It's when you spend a lot of time in the water. I mean, I mainly did that when I was a teenager and a kid because of my family. They put you to work, right? But I don't miss being a fisherman. I would certainly say. Tank Ferret seems to think he should be Brad Pitt, as Booster has said. I do not agree. Josh Goodman on a bender is certainly a better choice. John Diller says, "Don't think you're going to win. You guys can always bow out if you're not feeling it tonight. No need to seize your glory just yet. There's always next time, right?" And I think, I think John is.
I'm convinced. I'm done.
All right, good.
Get out of here.
Well, I think he was actually trying to inspire you. Let's take a think.
Yeah, that's John Dillard, man. He's a fountain of inspiration.
Kat says, "Is Booster not drawing?" No, he's not. He's far too drunk to hold any kind of pencil.
It's true. I'm very drunk. I've had an entire 2 ciders and I'm off the bender already.
What's a slider? That's a burger up here.
Oh wow! Oh, Kat. Oh, no, hold on a second now. Now, Kat says that was definitely in response to you, Chester.
You too. Oh my God! Keep to the DMs, you naughty fellows.
Thank you very, very much. Sweet. All right, so Booster, you're going to start working on that poll, right?
Yeah, of course. I'll get right to it.
Yes, and it can be a little more interesting than just everybody's name. A little effort, please.
I actually did put nicknames on the last one, and you can piss off, Chester.
Oh, that's fine. Cool.
Hell, things I do for you.
Well, now, Booster.
I get no respect.
I have nothing but respect and love for you, man. Nothing but respect and love for you. Now, we're going to be coming back over these guys here in a little bit, Booster, as we come up on the hour here in 5 minutes. We're going to be asking them what kind of Spider-Man they're working on and all those kind of interesting little questions. But now, Booster, are you a big Spider-Man fan? Is there any particular Spider-Man run that you like? I know for me, Kraven's Last Hunt is my favorite Spider-Man story of all time. How about you?
Great one. And, I was one of those kids that loved Spider-Man. I think kids really resonate with Spider-Man, obviously. And I never got massively into Spider-Man. Of course, I watched all those Sam Raimi films, which, unpopular opinion of the day, I don't think those aged well. But,
okay.
And I didn't read that many of the comics, I'm afraid, and I read some of Dan Slott's run, and it was though. It was Dan Slott's run. So you know what? I think if people have suggestions for what to read at Spider-Man wise, I'd love to hear it. And of course, Spider-Man 2 is one of the greatest games ever bloody made.
Oh, well, the new Spider-Man, the new one that's out right now, or the old one?
No, Spider-Man 2 on the PS2. I still haven't played the new PS4 one. I've heard good things, and I'm very keen to play it.
Hey, those Spider-Man movies tend to, those Spider-Man games tend to be some of the best superhero games you can play, man. The Spider-Man
pretty fun.
really
I'd
do
say
well.
the Batman games, the Arkham ones, are better executed. Like they're far more polished.
Have you tried the new Spider-Man game booster on PS?
Not yet. I've been really meaning to, but I trust Insomniac. They're a very good.
Oh yeah, they kill it, dude. And it's getting great reviews. I've actually watched some Twitch runs on it and stuff, and it really looks good. I want to get it myself, but the problem is my kids went off to university here a couple of years ago, and they took all the video game equipment, everything. Awesome. All I have left is my computer and my tablet.
Yeah, this is what happens. You don't beat your kids enough. They steal all your crap.
Didn't steal it. They asked, and I said, of course. But I'll just have to buy myself a new one, I guess.
They cucked you.
No, they did not, Booster. We do not use that word in comparison to children. Thank you.
True, that is a big curse. I apologize.
You should apologize. Thank you. My sketchbook 340 says, these pieces are looking better than most of the pros from last night.
Well, of course.
We don't want to anger the pros because they do allow us to come over there, but maybe I agree. The ink slicer comes in. Hillel, what kind of language rules do you have on your channel, man?
I'd appreciate keeping it as possible.
What about the B word, as in a female dog?
I already did it, dude. It's gone.
Oh, no.
And I also did it to Thundera as well.
Even from the
anyway,
did you just wrench the mighty wrench?
I did. I just wrenched the mighty Thundera. He's gonna make me pay for that later, I guarantee you. But hey, it's Hillel's channel. It's his rules. My sketchbook. This is the thing about the fan edition. There are some really good artists here, guys, and they have a shot every time they go over to the pros to take that from them. As we've already seen happen once with John Dillard Gaming the System, who says, "Come on, KG, just trying to inspire some competitive spirit. No need for kicks," because they were calling for the kicking of the John. We have Pablo Romero, who is an amazing, really, really good artist, and I hope he comes on here and does another show with us. And he went over and represented himself amazingly over in the Pro Edition. He says, to me, the best superhero games were Batman and Batman Returns, or Batman Return of the Joker for the NES. Oh, that's going back, huh? That's going way back. Now, the Arkham series, though, I thought for PlayStation was pretty good, though. I enjoyed those.
Yeah, first one and Arkham City, sure. Then we had Arkham Origins, which is a train wreck. And, probably unpopular opinion, I couldn't get into Arkham Knight.
Oh, really? Well, I like the first one quite a bit, though.
Yeah. Asylum and City were fantastic games, but Arkham Knight, they really wanted to sell the Batmobile to you, but it just felt like they really wanted you to like it, and I didn't enjoy that aspect of the game at all.
Well, plus we all knew the plot before it ever released, which was a major problem.
Everyone called who the Arkham Knight was going to be. I thought they would throw in a bit of a twist for it. I thought they'd make him like Thomas Wayne Jr. or something, which would have been a really cool twist. But no, everyone guessed bloody Jason Todd.
Of course, yeah. But I have to say about the very first Arkham, though, I don't get startled. I'm not a person who gets startled. I don't jump. It's my kids are always trying to catch me, and they never do. But there's a scene in that game that actually caught me off guard and startled me a bit. I was coming down a hall. No. That was the pretty standard fare. I was coming down a hallway. I was heading to the left in the hallway, and the is Brett? I just lost my head. Who's the alligator guy in DC?
Crocodile. Killer Croc. Yeah,
Killer Croc. I'm going taking a left, and all of a sudden there's like this kind of a port window, like a ship window shape sitting in the side of the wall, and Killer Croc is just boom right up in your face out of nowhere. And I was ooh.
I love that.
That was good.
Game, man.
It is cool, but it's not something that's gonna catch me off guard or startle me, right? But that actually caught me, and I was like, ooh, that was pretty good. Good on you, man. ValeNet says, what? No Green Goblin? Didn't anyone learn from last night? That is how you win. Oh, she's throwing some shade over at Kanan. But that Kanan White's piece was killer, though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. Feel Cool says, I wasn't sure at first, but the more I see it, the more I like Andrew Huerta's drawing of Spider-Man. I voted for Kane and White. Okay, awesome. Booster says, I just felt drawing something silly would be disrespectful to Stan Lee's memory. I agree. I agree, Booster. The Ink Slicer says, sorry, I'm from Sean's Discord. All right, so we will blame Sean for anything bad you do. So have at it.
We will. So, Sean,
Way to
it's
go,
your
buddy.
fault that he said the naughty B word. How dare he?
Well, I guess you're going to pay with your life later.
Whoa.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Well,
Stakes are
Sean
high.
doesn't play games. Okay. Good to
Come to the
know.
stream. I just say the B word. It's got to make you pay.
Goodness gracious. All right, so let me see here. Let me come back here and continue reading this chat. Kat says, talking to him, says, oh, that makes sense. Mrs. Game in the System is here, and she says, good evening. Well, good evening to you, ma'am. Devilish Borden is saying, sup, dude. I guess they know each other, to Ink Slicer. KG is being very good boy, and he's saying hello to Mrs. Game in the System. Very nice. Let's see down here and see if I get in trouble from Thundero. He says, I quit playing Arc Knight when you get to the weird boss battle in the car. That was simply not fun at all. What does he talk about, Booster? I don't know that.
Arkham Knight. So in
Like
Arkham Knight, the game literally starts you off in the Batmobile. And with the Batmobile tutorials and everything, when I came to play as freaking Batman, because, you know, the real fun for me with Arkham Asylum was kind of stalking the bad little mobsters one by one, yeah, as they're freaking out, and just swoop in, take a guy out without the others noticing. That's the fun part for me, man. Not going around in a Batmobile ramming into things, blowing up tanks and crap. That's rubbish.
Rubbish.
And
there you go.
They gave you like an hour in the Batmobile for it. You played as freaking Batman, which is what I came for.
I see. No, that's true. That's true. And we see my sketchbook has also said he voted for Huerta, who is the creator of Sovereign, which is on Indiegogo right now. You guys go check that out.
Cool. Looks really cool.
It does look cool. We got a lot more comments. Joshua Hughes says, did I assume Vale needs gender? I probably did.
How dare you? Don't you know it's 2018? It's current year, Chester. Get your act together.
Chester doesn't care, Booster. The Ink Slicer says, but Daddy Sean, you're encouraging it. Remember when I fell asleep to your sexy voice? Ooh.
Oh, my. Is there a story here to tell, Sean?
Yeah, you
no
owe me
comment.
money for that
Okay,
session.
Definitely a story. All right. Jake is here, the comic book ASMR artist. Yes. Hello. He's saying hello to Josh, but a hello to you, Jake. Absolutely. So, all right, guys, it is over an hour. It's actually been an hour and 5 minutes, which means we have 55 minutes left. And we're going to be coming back here. I'm going to be taking a look at how you guys are coming along. But before I do that, Booster, you got anything to add? You got anything to say to the people? Any kind of advertisements you'd like to give out?
Yes.
Dead air.
Booster?
Yeah?
I give you the mic, and this is what you do with it. This is why I can't trust you with nice things.
I just wanted to screw with you. What do you want me to do? You want me to advertise stuff? You want me to say I want to get 1 million subscribers on my Just Add Awesome channel? You want me to say that I want to get 1 million followers on the Booster channel at King Booster Boy with BOI on the Twitter? How does that sound? How's that for advertising, you think?
Yeah, I just wanted you to talk a little bit because I'm typing, and I wanted you to be able to handle the job for once, you know?
Oh, you want me to handle? Oh my gosh. I thought I was just a co-host to you, Chester.
Okay, I'm done, Booster. I put it in the chat. I put a FanSpeak link over here for us. And
you
Booster,
should absolutely join FanSpeak. It's a really great show, and that's not just my biased opinion. That is an objective scientific truth that I discovered using science.
He did. And not only coming and joining us on FanSpeak and being part of what we do over there, we're also going to put up all the links we can for everybody else here. And if we don't have all those links, you guys should either send it to us on Twitter, but probably more easily give it to us in the Hangout chat, and we'll be able to put that up for you. Booster and I both have wrenches, so we can handle that. All right, Booster. While I'm going in here and asking these guys the important questions, I want you to put some links up there for everybody. Okay.
I will do that. So,
Thank
but I'll
you.
need to know what their channels and everything are first.
Well, let's go over here to Bill, and we're going to start with Bill. And Bill, we're coming over here, and we're going to talk about your art here. But before we do that, why don't you give some shout-outs so that Booster can go find your stuff and link you up here, buddy.
Hey, thank you. I am on Twitter at Argos Creations or at Bill_5. And you can also find me on YouTube at Argos Creations. And let's see, hey Chester, is this the one that you were talking about the other day?
Well, that's part 5 of the 6-part miniseries. But yes.
This is a great. Whoever was asking about Spider-Man, if you can find this storyline.
No, I've already read that, mate. I've read that a few times, and it's a great read.
Yeah, it is killer.
No, thanks for having me on. And I'm just getting started on YouTube and been on Twitter for a while, but haven't been too active until just a little recently. And I've been on a few channels, like Good Dog Press, drawing there, and then on John Dillard Gaming the System. And I was just messing with you earlier, John, and good guy, and I appreciate the invite. But
oh yeah, John's great, man. And as you may notice, Bill, I don't know if you can see it or not, but Booster has very, very quickly gotten your links up into the chat. And I have to say, even though he comes off as very slow and dim-witted, he's not.
What's up?
Hi. Okay, now, Bill, the question I'm going to have, and I'm starting with you here, and I'm going to ask everybody this question. Now, could you move your art up just a little bit so we can see it more clearly? There you go. That's perfect. That's perfect. Well, you got a little less than an hour to get all that background in. That's going to look great, though, if you can get that in. So tell us, what Spider-Man are you presenting today? Which Spider-Man is this?
Well, it's just standard classic Spidey. It is. The costume is just did a little more detail on the webbing. I did use a model. And that's Booster's favorite Spider-Man. Good old Tobey Maguire, right?
Yeah.
I like the part where Tobey Maguire cries and goes, "No, let me be with
It sounded like the Yogi Bear guy, the ranger.
So cruel.
Jeez.
So cruel.
Yeah,
that
just died.
It's really unforgettable. And I probably won't ever forget your interpretation of it, man. Nice job.
Oh, thanks,
See,
bro. Yeah. I should be Spider-Man. I could cry as much as Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, I think you're a little too short for Spider-Man.
No.
Ooh, shots fired.
If I'm short, I'm sneaky. I'll be a sneaky little spider. No one will see me coming because I'm just under their peripheral vision.
Yeah, but the problem is those Hobbit feet, man.
True, they just clamp around all over.
They're not going to fit in the costume really well.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you got to have all these hairs sticking out through the holes in the costume and stuff.
Yeah, nah. You know what? I'll give you that one, mate. It ain't working. I'll have to find another dream.
I think you should be the Hulk. That'd be perfect, man. Booster Hulk.
You won't like me when I'm angsty.
Ooh. But Bill, if you can get this done in the next 50 minutes, dude, that is going to be killer.
Mm-hmm.
Bill is bringing it today, guys, for sure. All right, let's come over here to Brad. See what he's presenting to us. And
Brad, what are our channels?
Pencil for Life. The number 4, by the way. And then Pencil for Life and YouTube, Twitter. I have them all. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, excellent. And Booster's going to get right on that for you. And Joshua Hughes does say Booster could play the live action Spider Ham. You could do.
You could.
Some Peter Porker action.
Yeah, Peter Porker, yeah.
Pork 'em all right. Anyway.
All right. So, Brad, while Booster's taking care of that, why don't you go ahead and tell us which Spider-Man have you chosen here? What are you presenting here to us?
It's just the basic Peter Parker. I'm trying to get some Rhino action going in underneath. So.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, the Rhino looks good.
Not yet to me, but I'll get there.
Well, I think it looks great. So how dare you undermine my compliment?
Yes. Yeah, but this looks a very, very classic Spider-Man. Now, I looking at yours and looking at Bill's, you guys went for the very classic with a very small spider in the middle of the chest, because that's one of the things that changes a lot is that spider icon in the chest, right?
Totally.
But this is the classic though, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, except for I have the webbing underneath.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you've made an interpretation here. All right, cool.
Like the 90s one.
Yeah.
So
cool. All right, man.
The red marker?
We are very sure about the red marker, without question. Good luck, Brad.
Marker?
No. Coming over here to Todd. Now, Todd, why don't you give out your information so Booster can share it with the peeps?
Give it to me. Give it to me, Todd.
What are you looking for? What do you want?
I want your information, Todd.
Wants to dock you online right now.
Let me dock you.
Pretty close to Forest Park. Is that how? What are you looking for? Tell me what you want.
Okay, this is definitely a New Yorker.
No, you want my ignition get tuned in? You want me to do something in the chat that helps you find me?
I'm doing that. Don't you worry.
Yeah, you just tell him and he's going to go get it. So you're supposed to be helping the Booster, not antagonizing him. Okay.
Instead of trying to fight. Hey, what? You want to fight me, huh?
You want to fight? Them's fighting words.
Look at my underdrawing. How crappy it is, right? It looks like crap, but look at the magic happen.
Oh. I'm still waiting. Where's the magic?
Nice.
No, dude. I'm sure it's going to turn out awesome, dude. So tell us, what Spider-Man did you go with here?
After you saying that and you can't tell, I'm kind of concerned.
Well, dude, I am the person who asks the questions, and then you answer the questions, and what that does is it fills time and it gets people interested in you, and it's entertainment.
It's what we're trying to do here.
Yeah, so answer the question, Todd. Which Spider-Man is it?
Traditional Spider-Man. Do you want me to color it too?
No. Brad will get very upset with you.
Oh no, as long as if you can color
bloody amateurs.
I'm good
You
for
can color it. Why don't you color it, and that way you'll be disqualified. That's all.
I might just do that. To give you a helping hand, I might just do that.
I'm fairly certain that's sabotage.
A little bit, yes. And we've seen some sabotage already tonight. So, but yeah, Todd, it looked great, man. And we'll come back to you later, and as it gets closer to completion. But time is ticking, guys. Time is ticking. Come on over here to Jiminy Cricket, and we're certainly interested in see what Jiminy's doing, because Booster and I are certainly not biased, but.
Yeah. So, Jiminy, what is your first name, date of birth, and home address?
Chester C. Busby,
okay.
Okinawa, Japan, 559821.
All right, there you go. And also, I'm gonna need your credit card details.
Okay. 453-589.
That's a Visa.
No, you can find me on YouTube under Illustration by Design in quotes, and then channel. That's the only way you can really find me, because I tried typing it in and I couldn't find myself. But yeah, Illustration by Design on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm not finding you by typing in Jiminy Cricket, that's for sure.
Yeah. And I take commissions, so contact me and I'll draw you something.
Okay.
See, that's how you sell stuff. That's how you do that. That was a good job. That was a good job.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I can't find you at all on
Okay.
YouTube,
Okay.
bro.
Illustration by design. Put that in quotes, and then after the final quote, type in channel, and then the actual page should pop up.
Ah, here you go.
Well,
There
thank
you
you
go.
very
See?
much.
This isn't your Jiminy Cricket at all.
It's not under Jiminy Cricket.
Oh my gosh. You should
It's
probably
okay. We're trying to teach Booster how to use these technical things.
I know how to use the technical things quite well, thank you.
Okay. Now, Jiminy, and this actually, before I get to that, with all you guys, as you with this show here, the fan edition of Drawn and Quartered, what Pixel Trader wants to do is he wants to move this around channel. What? Sorry.
You're breaking up. I couldn't hear what you said.
Am I breaking up? I'll do it again. Well, Picture Trader has created this show so we can move around from channel to channel, because what we want to do is help support a lot of the smaller channels and build the community. So if any of you guys sitting here drawing right now, if you have your own YouTube channels like Hillel and myself and even Booster, even though he doesn't add any content.
Not really.
No, not at all. If you guys are interested in hosting the fan edition, please get in touch with me or Pixel. Okay,
got it.
And we'd love to move it around on your channels, guys. And,
okay, cool.
Get you
I'll be next. Oh.
Well, there you go. Sure, just let us know, and we'll make a list just like we do for everything else. But we do want to keep moving it around. We want to have it at give the opportunity to everybody. All right,
bro,
so
you got a Twitter?
Who are you talking to?
You.
I can't find your Twitter.
Who?
You.
You, Jiminy.
I'm not, and I'm not on Twitter.
Oh my god. All right, well, fine.
You guys,
you just
I love
now.
it. Everybody's trolling Booster. It's awesome. Jiminy, now you're doing a classic Spider-Man here too, and you think you are going to be able to get it done?
Yeah, I think so. I hope so. As long as I don't waste too much time being, trying to make it perfect, So I should get done.
Or being talked to and bothered by me. I felt that.
Fine.
I felt it.
That's fine. You can talk to me. That's fine. It's just I need to.
I'm moving on. I'm moving on with my life, Jiminy.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we're coming over here to the host of our show today, which of course is Hillel, and he's doing something very interesting. Now, Hillel, we already have your YouTube because we're here, but if you'd like to give a Twitter or anything like that, you can throw that out to Booster. And if you could also do me a favor and back your picture up so we can get a good look at it, okay? No, that's the opposite. There you go. All right. So Hillel is not on mic, so we'll just take a look at here, and I'll interpret. And I see we are cascading. He is cascading.
I'm back on mic.
There you go. Oh, good. So do you have any information you want Booster to put in the chat for you? Of course, you could do that yourself, but
Yeah, I mean, people would like to take a look at my my website. It's hillelpenrod.wixsite.com/website.
Did you get that, Booster?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Alrighty.
Say that again. Say that again, very slowly.
hillelpenrod. Period. Wixsite. Period. com/website.
Okay, that would be hillelpenrod.wixsite.com. We don't say period.
Well, I was trying to be clear because we're not very sure if Booster is technologically competent or not.
Oh, that's true. You're right. You're right.
Speaking of
that was
technological competence, you could have just linked that link into the Google Hangout, and I could have gotten it from there, right?
Booster, be nice. Be nice.
Nobody's
You're the technologically competent one. I'm sure you knew that.
Well, if that's how Booster treats the host, I don't know if I want him on my channel.
All right, well, it's no problem. I can travel solo, man. Just let me know.
I'm offended.
No, I go nowhere without my booster. So Hillel, tell us, what are you doing here with Spider-Man? Well, this is a very stylistic piece you got going on.
Yeah, I'm hoping I have enough time to put a building or something behind him that he's kind of stuck to. But and he's kind of looking off into the distance.
We have 38 minutes.
A bad guy to attack.
Well, you have 38 minutes to do so, so you should be able to you should be getting to it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's just these dang webbing.
Yes, it is time consuming, I have seen. All right, dude, we're going to let you get back to it.
All right.
And can't wait to see that final presentation. Come over here to Ryan. Now, Ryan, you've got some very, I like it. I like it a lot, dude. So go ahead and give your information out for Booster to share, please.
All right, so I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, also have a YouTube channel. Everything is The Ryan Cardinal, TheRyanCardinal.
All right. Ryan Cardinal, and you're just on YouTube as well?
YouTube as well, yep. Slowly trying to build up my channel just to get stuff out there because I am working on my own comic project, and that's what this is right here. Mm-hmm. And I'm up to like page 27 right now, so fantasy action adventure, very manga inspired. That's kind of what I'm going for with the storytelling template.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to be coloring yourself, or are you going to hire somebody?
Well, I kind of got a different stage plan than everyone else. I'm going to be doing just black and white in the beginning. And then after that, once I get everything collected into a volume, I'm going to do a digest version, and that's going to have screen tones on it. And then once that's collected after a while, then I'm going to hire somebody to do a full color edition.
Well, there you go. Cool. You got a plan. That's what I like to hear. Now, you're actually doing a different Spider-Man here. Which Spider-Man is this?
The one I'm working on is kind of like a, maybe like a Bagley Ultimate Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never cared for the tick on his back. Yeah, I thought he was supposed to be Spider-Man, not Tick-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is kind of like the Ramita style back in the day, because he always used to do the big spider tick on the back.
Oh yeah. No, I definitely. It's very recognizable for sure, and it's a really good looking piece too, dude. I like the way it's coming out. You think you're going to be able to get it done in the next 37 minutes?
Well, as long as I get this webbing done, I think I'll be able to do it.
That is the bear, huh?
Oh yeah, the webbing always takes forever.
All right, dude. Well, I'm going to let you get back to it, but it's looking real good, guys. Ryan is certainly bringing it. All right, let's go over here, and we're going to talk to Sean, or Ultron24. Now, Sean, why don't you go ahead and give your contact information to Booster, please?
Yeah, it's you can do Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, pretty much all various aspects of social media, including Twitch.tv, and it's all my name, Sean, SHAWN, Norton, NORTON, and Art, ART, for all of the above. You can find me on all those outlets, and then I will have various projects coming pretty soon here. So if you follow me on those outlets, you can stay up to date, and probably within the next week to 2 weeks, I will start launching projects for people to see and kind of see what's going on.
Sweet, man. Another guy with a plan. Man with a plan. Nice to hear it. Now, it's interesting for me with this piece that you're working on right here. When you started out, I thought it was going to be a very different type of Spider-Man. But in the end, it's actually the classic Spider-Man. So tell us what you're doing here with the background, though.
Yeah, so first of all, with Spidey, what brought me into the honestly, like into comics in general, was the Steve Ditko issues. And he always kind of did like more of a, I think the 90s animated Spider-Man was a little closer to what he did. Like he wasn't so wiry and lanky, which I love, and that's usually what I draw. But since we're doing a tribute to Stan, I felt like I needed to go old school and kind of get him back to that old school kind of bulkiness. And then I'm kind of doing a graveyard scenario where he's actually at Stan's grave, which is why you see behind him this grave taking shape there. And then as a little kind of Easter egg, I put Gwen Stacy's grave also right by it.
Aw.
Yeah, that looks excellent, man. And I heard, aw. That was very nice.
Have you got a Twitter, bro? Was it Taking Back Sean, or was it Sean Norton Art?
It'll be Sean Norton Art.
Yeah, we actually see it on the screen here, but your camera and everything is reversed. It's inverted. So but you can see it on the screen actually.
Actually, real quick, let me see if this fixes it.
It does. There you go. Much better.
Well, thank you. There we go. We're fixed now.
And it all makes sense. Excellent. All right, dude. We're going to come back to you, and just keep in mind you have about 34 minutes. So 34 minutes, guys. All right. So let me get off of this. Let me come over to the chat a little bit, see what you guys are talking about over here. Bethany says that she has subbed to Jiminy. Excellent.
Thank you.
Joshua says, this is basically the Booster and Friends show. Well, Joshua has gone and made the big mistake, hasn't he? He has forgotten the most important thing. I'm biased.
What?
So I shall teach him that lesson. You think he'll learn? I don't know, but I'm going to teach him a lesson here. I'm going to show him what bias means.
Oh dear.
All right.
No!
What happened?
Joshua, my biggest fan. My only fan.
Maybe.
Kicked him.
Tank Barrett says, this is why we need a Saturday drawn and quartered, starting with a contest of champions. Is it? Why do we need a Saturday drawn and quartered?
But you won't be invited, Tank.
Yeah. Tank is also shielding for himself over. He says, did anyone see the Scalpel Zero that John Dillard Game the System posted by Twitter? Flipping awesome. Yes, it was. I was actually on with John. What did you say?
It looked like a man.
Well, this may be true, but it was a really good piece, though. I saw that come together in the coloring last night, actually. Okay, so mostly. Oh, look how much Joshua just talks a lot. It's much better that he's gone, actually.
Maria.
P Money says, I subscribe to the Jiminy Cricket. Wow.
Thank you very much. Everybody subscribe to me.
Everyone's subbing to Jiminy and no one else. Just sub to Jiminy, in fact.
Hey, when I get to 100 subscribers, someone gets a free drawing of the character of their choice, so subscribe to me.
Subscribe to him. I want that drawing. I want a Daredevil.
Well, we're definitely going to bring the drawn and quartered over to your channel, Jiminy. We'll probably get you up some there. Keep in mind, everybody, hit that subscribe button and like button and all that stuff, and help out Hillel's channel here, please. Feel Cool says we need a drawn and quartered league. 6 channels submit winners each week for a weekly championship bout on Saturday. If it gets that big, that would be awesome, guys.
That'd be cool.
It would if it could get that big. It would be cool. Tank Ferret says, take time to fix the sausage fingers, sharpen the knuckles, and defining edges on that forehand. I think he's talking to someone specifically, and I don't know who.
Probably me.
Okay.
Or me. I got some pretty sausagey fingers here.
Okay, well, the thing is, if you think it's you, you're correct.
Whoever smelt it dealt it.
But I like sausage fingers.
There you go.
You'll never succeed if you don't wear blue gloves.
That's true.
The blue gloves.
Smurf boy forever. Devilish Boredom says, nuked lol. I don't know what that means, but he's probably talking about Joshua, and I nuked him. Yes, I did nuke him. Good Dog Press says, you are not biased. You are awesome. Thank you very much. Kat says, rest in peace, Joshua. KG says, Chester is beyond awesome. These are good things. These people are smart, Booster.
I disagree.
Good Dog Press says, you are right, Mr. KG. Excellent. Tank Ferris says, I'm subbing to everyone competing today. Oh, everyone got a little shout out and a little bit of love from Tank. It's not just Jiminy. Yay. Hooray.
Yay.
What, are you disrespecting the intelligent people in the chat that recognize something important?
Oh, hey, Chester.
Yeah.
I know that you have some of the, what is it, the stripper story times?
I do.
I hear of this.
So if we do one on my channel is pretty wide open, and being a tattoo artist, I also have lots of stripper stories, so we can go back and forth on it.
I want
be
to be
cool,
invited
dude.
to this.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
because I was a professional musician for a long time, but
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
you're not always making money, right? So my fall to way to make money was as a bouncer. So I worked in a lot of strip clubs, you know.
Oh man, yeah.
What do you?
I thought you were
What
going
do
to say you're a dancer.
Got to make that money somehow.
Hey, I loved working in strip clubs, man. You make good money in a strip club as a bouncer, because not only do you get you get your pay. No, you do, guys.
If we could save the stripper stories for a different time.
Like I said, we can do that on my channel.
Well, I'm not talking about stripper stories. I'm talking about work, professionalism. You know, doing a job, employment. But
Boy,
fine. Oy vey.
It's not like I've got like 6 and 8-year-olds sitting here in the house.
Oh, fine. Tank Fair says Chester is the one host to rule them all, and I need a ring. Then someone's going to make
Why
me
did
a
you
ring.
say that in a mocking voice when he was like saying the nicest, coolest thing about you, and you were like, nee.
Because if you cannot mock yourself, then who can you mock?
You were mocking Tank.
No, I wasn't. I was
And
mocking
here
myself.
I am coming to his defense, like the whitest of knights in all the land.
Mhm.
White is
I don't know where I
literally
was
or figuratively.
Now, Cat, a lady that is in the chat, she is
lady?
saying to me, "Don't let them be fun suckers, Chester." I agree, Cat. You're absolutely right. I should certainly tell one of my stories.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Am I still in timeout? Joshua's back. Hey, Joshua, our favorite troll.
Oh, we let him back.
I just played with him, dude. I'm not gonna kick him from the channel. Why would I do that? Joshua was fun. I enjoy Joshua. Now that Zack Schneider guy better not show up though, because I got a hammer waiting for him. I don't like that
I
guy.
hope he does.
But he makes horrible movies. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah, true. And whoever said they liked Sucker Punch was wrong, by the way. No one liked Sucker Punch. That was a terrible movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah,
Sucker
but
Punch
you
was
were
great.
Yeah, but you guys are wrong. That is it's an incorrect opinion.
Well, I love the premise of Sucker Punch. I don't think it was completely executed correctly, but I did love the premise of it.
Chester, you're wrong. It's a bad film premise, visually, acting, action.
Oh man,
it's just incorrect. The whole film. It should. Oh my god, it's complete poo.
Okay, well, now you have to ask yourself
Not incomplete poo, but complete poo.
Complete poo. It is poo from the outside to the inside. It's just a poo movie.
Chester, Booster, I want to take this opportunity and thank you for using the word poo. I'm very proud of you.
Oh, my pleasure.
Oh yes, he has PG'd himself. He's doing it. He's a very good boy.
Yeah,
I am a PG boy. I'm a good boy.
Give him a tummy rub.
My wife
Oh, we would never disrespect your channel, dude.
I know. I appreciate it, guys.
I would.
Oh goodness.
With poo.
Oh, I guess that's look what you did, Booster.
I am ashamed of nothing.
You shouldn't be. All right, guys. We're coming up at the top of the hour here, which means that we have we're under 30 minutes, by the way. So you guys should certainly get tightening that up. Now I got to check here at Booster. Do you have that straw poll ready, sir?
I'm working on it.
He's working on it, which means he hasn't done anything. Great. So Booster, get on that, please. Now, what's going to happen, guys, is when we get down to the timer, I'm going to say stop. Of course, put your pencils down, and that means you too, Brad. No cheating. And
What are you talking about?
Oh no, nothing. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to look at everybody's art and let you get a good look at it. And then Booster will drop that straw poll. So that's we're looking forward to that. And we have a little bit of time left. So I'm going to keep chatting with Booster, guys, as we go here. But please, since you're certainly toward the end, if you have some time to speak and draw at the same time, just keep in mind that I am not whiteboxing anything. So when you speak, people see you. All right?
Got it.
So if you want to see my drawing clearly in the chat, please press Alt F4.
No one press. Mute him.
Okay, I can I do have the ability to mute you, so yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Terrible idea.
Now, please enter your credit card number, and you can see the next piece.
Mm-hmm.
Tank Raven said something, but it's innocuous. I don't understand what he's trying to say here, so I won't read it. But he thinks it's funny.
I'm going to read it myself. Raven understands the mysteries and wisdom of the toaster oven. Sapphire is lazy and uses the microwave. Hashtag soggy fries. Hashtag no go.
Whatever.
Or you just use the real oven.
But see, it's really not funny. That's why. See, I understood it, Booster. But see, it wasn't funny, so I didn't read it. Instead, no, it wasn't. Instead,
it was so funny. Everyone in this chat laughed just by when I read it. They all laughed at the same time.
Absolutely not.
I heard a couple of guffaws from the ballot hit. Yeah, yeah. Well, there's chuckles even.
No. Sweet. Don't let us interrupt you guys. You guys go ahead and speak up. We're just waiting for Booster to do his job.
Oh my god, I'm doing it.
Sweet.
See, you are from California. That was like Valley Girl right there.
That was such a Valley Girl.
Give me a pumpkin spice latte.
That sounded Hispanic. Hey, give me the latte, huh? Give me.
God, give me the latte.
Now, Holmes.
Welcome to Golden Quarter Racist Edition, where we do awful accents.
Does that mean we have to get Kanan in here? Because he's the leader, remember?
Oh, my God.
He is.
Oh, boy.
I can't believe they drug that on for so long. I was like,
Well, the bad thing was Edwin kept apologizing, but then he kept, I'm really sorry I did this to him. And by the way, he's the leader of the, I was like, oh, okay.
Dude, you could hear the cringe on Kanan why he was like, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, the cringe was palpable, that's for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't have kept it up as long as they do.
No, I think what we just did right here was the funny way to do it, and now it's done. Right? Oh, yes, it is. John Diller, Game of the System, says, congratulations to Bill on a completely obvious and decisive victory. Well, sounds like you got a fan, Bill.
Which Bill are we talking about? We have two Bills in this chat, don't we?
No, we have a Bill. I taught you before. I said practice your reading. It is BILLBRAD. Come on, practice with me.
But no, New Hero Comics here. Is he not a Bill?
No, he is Hillel.
No, I'm just a Bill. Yes, I'm only a Bill.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so sad for you, dude.
I'm working against the clock. It's always
we know. We're trying to let you guys do your thing. That's why I'm over here reading this chat. Bill Cool says
nicknames. I'm just putting the regular names.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I understand.
I'm feeling creative today.
Well, just so you know, so to help you with the difference between Bill is from William. Hillel is actually a Hebrew name, and it means praise.
Oh.
Just to help you out. But over here, Feel Cool says, Booster, don't you always do an awful accent?
Are you talking poo about my accent, mate? I will come over there. I will fight you, Feel Cool. I will find where you are. I will fight you, and then give you a stern telling off.
That's funny. The Ink Slicer says, oh my God, that accent got me laughing so hard I can't breathe. I'm half Hispanic, so I know from experience. Well, see there? Validation. Validation, mister.
Therefore, I'm not racist. Hooray!
Yay!
If a guy that's half the race tells me it's okay, it's okay.
It is okay. Tank Ferret says, oh, mighty toaster oven, you baked the fries nicely and crispy. Amen. Ding.
Amen.
Amen. And everyone's trying to figure out how to spell your name. Goodness. Hillel. It's a pretty simple name.
H-I-L-L-E-L.
It sounds like a 4chaner sarcastically saying lol. No,
I did choose the correct. I did choose the correct meaning or definition for your name that your parents had chose, right?
It's praise God. Praise God.
Yeah.
Praise God.
Mm-hmm.
Praise God, he came out alive.
Hooray.
That's
or else we wouldn't have this stream.
Sweet. All right, guys, we are definitely past the top of the hour, and we have 17 minutes left. So you have 17 minutes left to get down on paper, whatever you want to do to finish up here, or on your digital devices. I always find it interesting, Booster, that on these shows we have people that are in ink and pens, and we have people that are on the digital. What do you think? Is that a fair competition with the two different mediums there?
Yeah, I don't see why not. To be honest, it's not too much of a difference. You're still using tools both of years, right? Some people on the physical side, some people on the digital, you're still using the same movements and such. Some people even choose to come in with MS Paint. Would you believe?
They do. They do. Yeah. It's a bold choice.
But they always, come in second and also shut up.
Whoa.
Goodness gracious.
Well, see, if Booster knew how to draw, then MS Paint would be fine.
Oof.
There you go.
I did not come in here to be brutalized, sir.
In fact, should I do MS Paint next week?
Of course, I'll be drawing.
I think we should have
even vote for me next week as well. I bet I'll be on the straw poll.
Yeah, but Booster, that's a good idea. We should have an MS Paint edition.
That's why I was
make everyone use the same equipment.
Of course, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's interesting.
No tablets. You can only use mice.
Oh.
Okay, I'm down for the challenge.
That'd be brutal.
That'd be cool.
That sounds crazy fun.
That'd be brutal.
Boosters MS Paint party.
I have mastered the MS Paint. You're in my domain now.
If you do that, you have to actually pick a character we want to draw.
That's funny. Now, Tank Fair says, Hill L, fifth cousin twice removed from Superman. Ha ha ha. That's definitely a dad joke.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And Feel Cool says, then Beers, you're on, Booster. Well, Booster only is on 3 ciders today. He's much better at about 6 or 7, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I have to drink more afterwards when I go on the stream with Pokefly watching the Titans episode today. There's a new bloody episode of Titans. I'm already getting, drink. I'm already drinking a bit to prepare for that bloody show. And then I'll be drinking more once I'm on that stream. So
how do you like it so far, Booster?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a piece of crap. Oh my god! I actually
don't mind it. I actually don't mind it, except for Starfire. She's like terrible.
It's so wrong. You know, at least they got Beast Boy somewhat right, yeah? At
Right.
least Robin's costume looks fantastic. At least
Right.
Raven is terrible and awful and unlikable as she should be. But the Starfire, what are they doing with her? She ain't orange. Her hair's not right. She wears some fur coat and a little hooker outfit. And she's just sarcastic. She's swearing. And she's just awful and brutal and murders people the second she sees them.
I don't understand why they even call her Starfire, because she doesn't act anything like her. She doesn't look like her, and it's like they took this character from a blaxploitation movie from 1973 and dropped her into this TV series. It's like, it makes no sense.
And, you know, to be clear to everyone, it does need to be said, no one cares that she's played by a black woman. She is wrong. She's not orange, and that wig is terrible.
Exactly. No one complains about Gamora.
Yeah, exactly. No one cares about Gamora. That's clearly a black woman. She's green. She looks fantastic. And she does a great job as a character.
Yep. And Hillel, I just want to point out that although I might have used the words stripper, story, and time together in a sentence, I did not use the word hooker. That was Booster.
Are we not allowed to say hooker?
I just want to point it out.
I appreciate
because when it comes to Starfire, there are very few ways that we can really describe this version of the character.
That's obvious. I would agree to that statement.
It's funny. John Dillard says, "Good luck on the Pro Edition, Bill. I know you'll represent the Fan Edition with tact and grace." So I guess John has certainly chosen his winner for today.
I guess Bill wins.
Vote for
There you go. Joshua Hughes says, Chester, I think Nurkish has MS Paint. A Nurkish art off. That might be interesting. Kat says, I have a Mac and Photoshop only. Oh, I don't know what that means, but okay.
She's saying she doesn't have MS Paint.
So
she can't come to the competition.
John Dillard, Game of the System, says, Bill, how much for commissions?
Just Bill, how much for a commission, Bill?
I haven't, for John Dillard, we'll talk. He'll get
How about we don't read any more of John's chats? How about that?
How about that?
Whoa, what is this?
Why? Bill is one of the gatekeepers, dude.
Oh, is he? Oh,
yeah. He and I are doing a story together, man. Joshua, what did you say, Booster? What? Good Dog Press. Manny says, Mr. Chester, that is trademarked for another show. I do apologize. You are the owner of the. Yes. Okay. I will not mention it again. I will be respectful to Hillel. My sketchbook 340 says, what happened to the word? Oh, goodness. Now everyone is trying to come up with other words to express it. I shall not read them. I shall not.
You mean hooker?
No. All right, guys. We have 11 minutes left. 11 minutes left, and I will do my best to control Booster and have him not saying horribly insensitive things on Hillel's channel, which will get his wife to come in and hit him with heavy objects. Okay?
I'm done.
I want to see that.
Well, what if he's into getting hit with heavy objects?
Ooh. Oh, well, then that would make him German.
We would be helping him.
I am not into that, just so you know.
Where's Bill's? Is this Bill? Brad.
Oh my gosh.
Mini Cricket, is that Bill?
No,
Are you having trouble understanding who's who?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. Oh, there he is. I got it.
That's all right. I'm going to come back and we're going to look at everybody's finished art again, of course. And we're going to be doing that in exactly 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Done. So focus on mine because I'm done.
Well, if you wanted to be focused on, speak.
Well, I am speaking.
But you got to say things. You got to say nice things. You have to say nice things about me, Booster, the co-host of this stream.
I said a lot of nice things about you. You're pretty funny.
Yeah.
You put my name in there twice in the drop hole. That was real nice of you.
Yeah, I did that. And also, I'm pretty, right?
Oh yeah,
Pretty short,
short guy,
and hairy.
big feet, but people will overlook that. That's not a big deal.
Not voting for you anymore.
Now, Tank Ferret has solved the situation, Hillel, just so you know. Tank Ferret has thrown out the word courtesan.
There you go.
See? There you go.
You know, there are some really
That's
great
a lot of
British
no
terms for it.
You just say stormy.
Ooh.
How topical.
Oh yeah.
Goodness, that lady is such a ridiculous thing. Boy, she tried her best to make money. Do you know, I was going through the internet and I was
You're looking
where was
her
I?
up. Yeah.
No. I went through the internet and I was checking on a comic book, right? And I may have been at a place that is free.
They have
And
comics
I
on
may or
porno?
may not. No. This wasn't porno. And it was just one of those comic sites. And all of a sudden, she had an ad pop up. It wasn't pornographic, but it was leading you to a pornographic site, I believe. But she tried to play up that whole thing and make as much money as she could the whole time, dude. It was hilarious.
I'm shilling for votes on IM.
What'd you say, Todd?
I'm shilling for votes on my IM. The people
Sweet, do that. Man. Get more people in here.
People that are in the chat that I know that are in here, I know they're IMs. I'm shilling for votes.
Oh
There
my
you go.
god.
And by the way, guys, when Booster puts up the straw poll, if you want to take it and put it on your Twitters, put it on your Instagrams, all that kind of stuff, go right ahead and do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Please feel free. Let's see here. Joshua said Booster spoke blasphemy against our goddess Raven. Did he?
I did. It was pretty funny.
Can I get a wrench?
No.
No.
Why?
Not allowed one.
I don't know. Well, I couldn't give you a wrench if I wanted to, dude.
Like one, if I could.
No. Why do you want one? Can you be trusted?
I can be trusted.
I don't think so. That sounded very untrustworthy, for sure. John Diller, Game the System, says, maybe Todd will win, 5th time's the charm. That being said, vote Bill. Boy, John throws it hard, dude. He doesn't hold back at all.
How much did Bill pay John?
I don't know. All right, guys, we are 6 minutes out. 6 minutes out.
All it took was
6 minutes.
bottle of Mad Dog 2020, and he was real good.
Yeah, I was surprised. We were having that marathon for the talking about the gatekeepers and started talking about it. And we have a few of us were drinking together online, and I had myself a nice bottle of Remy Martin. And John said, "What are you, a 17-year-old black kid from the city?" And I was like, "What? Remy Martin's awesome, man. I love Remy Martin." And he was trying to convince me that it's not for me, and I was racially appropriating something.
Nah, man, you'd have to get some. What is it? Steel Reserve.
I know. I like Remy Martin. I didn't. I don't know what he was talking about. He was just giving me a hard time, I guess. No comments on Remy Martin. No love for the Remy Martin. You guys don't like cognac. None of that.
No, I'm busy drinking whiskey over here.
Oh, there you go. I got some. I got some Glenfiddich over here.
I mean, I got some Coke Zero.
I got some cream diet soda.
Sweet. That's the stuff right there, man.
That's my favorite. Cream. I guess I should have said that. This is so...
No, you shouldn't. Poor Hillel. Poor Hillel. His wife is standing over him with a frying pan. You do realize that, right?
Cream soda. I swear.
Okay. All right, guys. We are sitting on 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Now, Booster, we've done, like I've said before, we've done a bunch of these shows. Now, we've done the Spider-Man one. There was a Laura Croft. Well, what are some of the other characters we've seen?
Oh, we've seen Starfire, Rogue, Lobo. Oh, I'm just trying to remember who I've drawn.
whatever that means.
No, we didn't draw any weeb characters. No, that would be nonsense. We don't allow weeb characters into this show.
No,
what you're talking about.
Not at all.
I don't consider it an official episode anyway.
What do you think was your favorite winner that has gone over to the Pro Edition, though? What was your favorite?
Not John.
Not John.
Oh, we also did Freddy Krueger. That's right. That was a cool one by Jiminy. He did a great Freddy Krueger that day.
Yeah, that's my vote too. I think Jiminy's Freddy Krueger was really, really good. It was killer. And then he went over the Pro Edition and didn't do the same thing.
Well, it was a different subject.
Doesn't matter.
And Kanan White was there.
Kanan White was there. I don't know how anyone's supposed to be playing Kanan White.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't win all the time, but Kanan is amazing. He is amazing.
I reckon I love the. Oh, then we had the Skeletor episode. That was a great one too.
That was a good one. And Jake
so many good ones to pick from. I'm gonna pick the Lobo one, man. We had a great Lobo episode, and we had some problematic man spreading the whole thing. It was great stuff.
We did. And actually, Manny's Lobo was killer. It was absolutely killer. I love that when he was over on the Pro Edition there with that, because he'd won the week before. And I really feel he got robbed. I think that was the best Lobo sitting on the Pro channel that day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't you think so? I loved it. It was riding a dolphin in space.
It had the dolphin and everything. He had a sheer understanding for the Lobo lore, and he got robbed by some
did, man.
Just a picture of Mike Miller's one just standing there. What was he doing?
I agree. It captured the spirit of Lobo too, man. A big goofball. That's funny. I mean, when you read the Simon Beasley stuff, man, it captured that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely, man. Bro. That was cool. Well, we're coming up on 2 minutes, guys. And I see Ignition is in the chat. He's shilling for votes by literally saying shilling for votes. That's great. Good job, Todd.
I like that Raven Outlaw's already given me votes.
She's voting. He's voting. It's voting for Booster.
I mean, looks from the chat's point of view, it looks like I got this sewn up. Not sure.
Also, chat's always supporting. Chat's always voting for me, bro.
This is true.
That's why Chester had to remove me from the poll, because I am too powerful. I am too great. My work is just too beautiful. I don't even have to compete to get votes.
It's the oiled chest. That's why.
It is. It is my old chest. It's because I'm.
John Diller, Game of the System, says Chester asked Todd why he's putting.
Oh no!
Sorry,
something must be funny. Chester's dying.
You're gonna live?
Oh bloody hell! Don't die on us, Chester. I can't run the show without you. Oh no! Okay. Looks like this is the booster hour now, boys.
Don't even read. See, that's
John Dillard says.
Dillard chat, and that's what happens to you. You almost.
John Dillard says, "Ask Todd why he's putting that Spider-Man cartoon head on that Kanan White swiped body. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that, Todd?
Yes.
Let me show you my other drawing, John Dillard.
Yeah, show it to show John Dillard. What for?
Look at the underdrawing, how sloppy and messy, and then look.
Oh, that Spider-Man's so cute.
Yes.
Very cute. John, I do blame you for that. I was drinking at that time, and I will remember not to do that again. John Diller says, Chester, ask Todd why he's putting that Spider-Man cartoon head on that Kanan White swiped body. I know it was red, but I'm going to get through it. All right, guys.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm fine, guys. I just shouldn't have been drinking while trying to read a Dillard comment.
That would be really annoying if you just died all of a sudden.
It would be, but you guys wouldn't know. I'm in Japan.
True.
Okay, well, guys, you got seconds left. I hope everyone's wrapped it up and ready to end this because I'm about to call it.
No. He's going to do it.
Chester, if you did, God forbid, die in Japan, would they put your picture on your gravestone?
Yes, sure. Making sexy bias again. That's the one I choose. All right, here we go, you guys. We're coming down to our last few seconds.
I'll give you a Stanley print. I'll send you all.
And pencils down, pencils down, pencils down. Stop. And
Put it away.
All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go through the panel here, and we're going to look at everything they've got, and we're going to let you see them very clearly. And then Booster is going to put into the chat the straw poll, which he has finished.
I have finished it. I have finished in the straw poll.
All right. I'm trusting you. Here we go. We're going to reverse ourselves this time, and we're going to start on the other side. And I'm going to start over here with Sean. So now, Sean, I've got you white boxed, and everyone can see your piece. And looks really good, dude. It's very nice, and you have your name on there, and you got this nice buff Spider-Man, and this. I love the gravestones in the back, dude. It's really nice. It's cool. Any comments you want to make about it, Sean?
Yeah, I did a great job, don't you think?
Yeah, not really. It was fun. It was fun. I wanted to put a little more, but I ran out of time, and I mean that's the breaks. But you know, hey, vote for Norton, because if there's one thing I did, it was not rip off McFarlane like John Malin. So at least,
that is true. John Malin basically just traced McFarlane.
Yeah.
No, you know what? You've done a really great with the backgrounds and everything. You got like trees, graves, and everything. I see a little Stan Lee there next to a Gwen Stacy. Isn't that correct?
Correct.
Yeah, it is.
You've added a lot of great background detail, bro. It's good stuff.
Is that a side of beef, or is that a side of beef, or is that his leg? That's.
Ooh, okay. All right, I am showing Ryan now. I have Ryan white boxed. So Ryan, this is a nice looking piece, dude. I like the look of this a lot.
Oh, thanks a lot.
That's cool.
Tell us, how do you feel? You feel this came out the way you wanted?
It came close to the way that I wanted. Couple of things I wanted to push a little bit more, but obviously with the 2-hour time limit, there's only so much you can do. So,
well,
but yeah,
it looks great though.
Turned out good. I like that it, came. It looks like Spidey. Hey, that's a win.
Oh, I thought
it does. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, and this is Ryan's piece. All right, moving down the line here, guys. We are coming over here to Hillel's offer. And Hillel has got a very stylized one. And, yeah, you were able to get that building started at least, Hillel. But this is Hillel's piece. How do you feel it came out, man?
Okay. You know, for me, Spider-Man is probably one of the hardest characters to draw for some reason. But,
I like that.
I think I did all right.
Wow, it's nice.
It is cool. It's very stylized. I like Hillel's art, the way he puts his touch on everything. This is very cool. All right, this is our host, Hillel's piece, guys. Hillel's. All right, moving down here. And we have Jiminy Cricket. And now Jiminy Cricket here has a very nice Spider-Man. It looks clean. How do you feel it came out, Jiminy?
Fine. I'm just frustrated. I didn't work faster, so I need to work on that. So
I'm sure it was Booster's fault anyway.
Of course it was.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm very naughty.
He is naughty. But it is a good looking piece, dude. I like it. It's very solid Spider-Man, dude.
I like the fact that the toes, you can almost see them, because I've always had trouble believing that Spider-Man's stickiness can reach through his boots. But
right.
In there with a pattern like that, I think it would work.
Yeah, that's why I do them like that, because I can never buy that either. So I always imagine his boots are like socks.
Right.
Cool. Well, there you go, guys. That is Jiminy's offer. It looks nice. Looks good. All right, coming over here to Todd. And Todd, we're looking at your piece. It's you showed us the process. You got all that webbing in there. You say buy stand, vote twice, vote often, which is from John Malin, of course. So how do you feel it came out, dude?
Oh, I'm happy with it. Considering how the underdrawing looked. Here, let me show you one more time how sloppy that was. And then I turned it into that. So yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm happy with it.
Oh,
cool.
I got that Ryan Stegman kind of webbing.
Awesome. I don't know what that means, but awesome.
Oh, he's the current artist on Venom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay. All right.
He has some really cool pencil lines.
Yeah.
All right. Well, very good, Todd. That is Todd's piece, guys. Coming over here to Brad. This is Brad's piece.
How's it going?
So, Brad, how do you think that came out? Push up a little bit so we can see your rhino.
I wish I could have done a little bit better on the Rhino, but I wanted to make sure Spider-Man was looking good.
Push it up a little bit more so we can see Rhino. Even more.
Even more.
Even more. Let's see that. Let's see that body more.
There you
go. All right, this is Brad's Rhino injury, and since he drew the incorrect character, he is disqualified. Thank you, guys.
Is he trying to ram his horn in his butt?
Ooh. No, keep it
clean. He's going to turn Spider-Man into a werewolf, I see.
No, that's actually really good. I like that.
That's great. I was really trying to go for something actiony and stuff, but I think I bit a little too much off, the 2 hours. But
it is a lot of work
to do. 11 by 17 too. I draw big, so.
Wow. It's good work.
All right.
Thanks,
well,
bro.
cool.
Thanks,
that
man.
is Brad's offering, guys. That is Brad's offering. And then coming over to the last piece of the night, we have here from Bill from Argos Creations. Now, Bill, why don't you move that around a little bit so we can get a good look at everything you did there. And I see what you did here is you kind of reversed Kanan White's art from yesterday.
It's the pumpkin. Yeah, there's the pumpkin bombs from the Goblin's point of view.
Oh, that's clever.
See, Bill was being clever. Yes, he was.
Yeah, so there's a pumpkin bomb at the bottom that's about to blow up in Spidey's face if he doesn't do one of his trademark quick moves. And I just got a lot in here this time. I was pretty stoked. My camera didn't fall. I didn't get logged out, and
no more
no comment, right? All right, guys. Well, this is Bill's piece. So just going down a line again. We, of course, are here with Bill. If we come over here, we have Brad again. Then we have over here with Todd again. And then we are here with Jiminy Cricket. That's his piece. Down here to Hillel and his piece. Here with Ryan and his piece. And we, of course, have Sean's piece here with this nice memorial here in the back. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Booster go ahead and drop that straw poll. And then I'm going to shut up. And when you guys talk, your pictures will be seen. So we're going to do it. I'm going to put 5 minutes on the clock. So, Booster, get to it, man.
I did. I got to it. I drew it all. It's on there now.
Sweet. Booster's the man.
Yep.
I am the man. It's true.
I'm going to be taking out Malin, so let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
No more McFarlane drawings for him.
Just remember, guys, so the bloody straw poll is in the chat now, and you may want to vote for yourself. You don't want to be the guy with 0 votes. That's a little embarrassing. Here, I'll put it in here just in case you lads miss it. Right? You don't want to bloody miss it. No. I'm a little pissed. I'm not gonna lie. I've just done my 4th side.
We're going down smooth there.
I got 3 spots open left before Christmas, so you can hit me up on Twitter, DM me, talk about what you want. So, nothing says Christmas like a fresh piece of art.
I don't know. Something about that sounded wrong, but that's okay. I'm shutting up.
I didn't know what to say.
Should I pull up my stand piece? Can we just do that?
No, you can't. No, that would be cheating. Now, guys, just keep in mind that this straw poll is a very easy thing to do. All you have to do is just click on it and then vote. You don't have to download anything. You don't have to sign in. It's completely safe. There's 45 people here in the chat. In the stream. So please get over there and vote. We'd love to see near 100% on that. That would be great.
Mm-hmm. I would like to see many votes on this straw poll. Like, what do we have? 40. We have an entire 45 people watching this nonsense
votes so far, so it's not bad.
Holy crap, that's not too bad.
Yeah. I think it's a better ratio than they have for the regular board.
Oh, it's always a better ratio over here. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
By the way,
I'm always surprised on you.
Yeah, they'll show
for making you,
Holy, that is one hell of a ratio on this as well. Damn.
And
it's
it
not like
updates
all the
itself,
votes to one
too.
guy. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Huh?
Yeah, I'm always
I don't know
surprised
where I
on
found this one.
the
That's
other
cool.
show, like how like many votes that actually don't get voted on, and how many people are watching.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, they'll have-
400 watchers and like only 75 votes. It makes no
Yeah,
sense.
it's just like
Yeah, it is a
Yeah.
mess. And
They had like 600 people watching last time.
You should definitely vote for Booster.
I don't know.
Well,
You do
one
a
thing-
pretty mean MS drawing there.
Vote,
Thanks,
vote
Ben.
your conscience. Vote your conscience. Vote Jiminy Cricket.
That's the
English
conscious
is
apparently
not
because
Vote
Shoot,
for Stripper
realize
Stories.
that-
Vote for Ryan Cardinal.
go.
There's
that's
super stories on my channel too. Yeah. But, no, it's honor for with you guys to battle it all out. It's pretty cool.
All right, guys,
what
get
are
in
we
here and
doing
vote.
next
There's
week? Did we announce
34
what we're
votes.
doing?
We have 40-some people, so get in here and vote, okay?
Did they announce
There's
what they're
Thank
doing
you.
next week?
There's like a three-way tie separating second from first place. So all we need is 2 more votes for Bill. Let's do it.
No, 2 more votes for Brad. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
And keep in mind also, guys, one of the reasons why we moved this show around different channels is to try to give them support and help them grow. So if you're in here, please hit that like button and go ahead and hit that subscribe button and help out Hillel here and help his channel grow, please.
Thanks, Pablo. Thanks, Pixel. Thanks for the votes. I appreciate it.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Hillel.
yeah, thanks everybody for having me on. This is super fun.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
A little better without Manny this week, I think. Yeah. Tank is a little loud. Tank's a little loud.
Although this thing is a little bit off, what looks like it's in the first position and the second position and third position, the votes don't match, do they?
No.
Weird.
It's like a what do you call it?
Holy crap! 35 people have voted. That's a
it's
really
not
good
pie chart.
turnout.
It's not a pie chart. It's what's called.
Bloody hell! That's actually really impressive turnout.
It's whoever has the longest line.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Longest line of Coke wins.
Oh, goodness. We're up to 37 votes, but there is only 1 minute left. 1 minute
That means
left.
8 of you have not voted.
1 minute.
Only 8 of you haven't voted. Come on, guys.
Yeah, that's actually a really good vote turnout. It's crazy.
It is.
It's better than your guys' elections.
Oh,
It certainly is.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It's not Broward County. Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, those
goodness.
guys are
But they're
idiots down
always
there.
doing that.
Oh.
Every election, those guys, man.
Florida is a mess.
All right, less than a minute. We have a few seconds left. If you're going to
Oh,
get
what
in
is
here and vote, please get in here and vote, guys.
Please do.
Damn.
Vote for
All
me.
right.
Hurry up and vote. I need one more vote.
Malin
Jimmy
Militia
Cricket.
here, baby.
Vote Jiminy Cricket. Hurry.
9, 8,
Malin
Vote Jiminy Cricket. You can do it.
7,
It is.
6,
I'm gonna take out John next week.
5,
Jiminy Cricket.
John's
4.
going down.
3, 1.
Oh.
Polls closed. Polls closed. All right, guys.
Damn.
Well, I see that Booster didn't bother to do anything entertaining at all over here.
Oh, piss off.
All right, and so let's go down here and let's take a look. It's this is not as easy to tell. I can't wait till Pixel gets his straw poll
It says the
built.
number of votes.
It is the number of votes. Okay, but here down at the bottom, tied for the bottom here, we have Todd and Hillel. You guys each got 3 votes. 3 votes.
That's actually
Right.
not bad. Like no one got.
Well, I would just like to say that if I tie with Todd, I don't feel bad because he fantastic about everything he does. So I'll take that as a compliment.
I'm just saying. This
Oh no,
vote
Todd is great.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Fantastic. It's not like one guy getting half the votes. It's really spread out today.
Yeah.
And that's not me saying that I'm as good as Todd. That's just me saying that I don't mind standing on the same platform as him.
Well, you know why? It's because Manny doesn't have all of his kids on with him, but
Oh, that's true. And then we have another tie, guys. We have another tie, each with 5 votes. We have Sean and we have Bill. So very good showing today, guys. You had 5 votes each. It's very, very nice. And now we're going to get into our top 3. In third place for the fan edition, first timer, Ryan Cardinal. Ryan Cardinal, very nice, Ryan.
Cool.
It was a good piece too, Ryan. It was a great,
Oh,
great
thanks,
piece.
guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's awesome stuff. Awesome stuff.
All right. And then in second place with a silver medal, we have our very own Jiminy Cricket. Yes, sir.
Cool.
Excellent.
Good job, Jay.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks for
And
voting
of
for me.
course, the winner of today's and going on to the pro show next week, drawing whatever they're drawing, probably Star Wars, and going over there to absolutely kick them in the head and take the victory is Brad Ashworth. Yes,
Cool.
Brad. All right.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much. This is
There
actually
you go.
literally the first art contest win I've ever had in my life.
Good job. You did a good job.
No joke.
So this will be the first time you'll be going to the Pro Edition then, yeah?
Yeah, totally.
Awesome stuff. I'm
Great.
I'll be
Awesome,
glad to
dude.
see it, bro.
I think I got robbed on the
Yeah.
Skeletor, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm going now, so
You know, if,
Star
if,
Wars, they're going down.
All
if
right,
everyone
guys.
here voted for Brad, he'd win.
Make John Malin cry.
They only get like 30 votes there for any person, you know?
Well, I mean, if all of us come over and we just vote for me, we'll rig it.
Yeah.
That's my vote. Look it.
All right.
So,
Well, anyway, guys, thank you very much for coming and joining us here over in the chats. We had up to 40-some people here today, so that was really cool. And thank you very much, Hillel, for letting us come and share your channel with you and having this great art contest.
yeah, thanks
And
a
of
lot.
course, thanks to all the artists who came in here today and did some great, great work. And for me, that's it, guys. I'm done. So I am going to hand back control over to Hillel. Please, sir, take it away.
Well, thanks guys for coming in and doing this art contest. It's been really fun watching everybody develop their Spider-Man. It's amazing how well everyone's done. And as always, I think we had a lot of fun today. And I hope that if you're in here and you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. And then also there's a little bell. Hit the bell, mash the bell, and whenever I do something amazing, you'll get a bell. You'll get a notification. Even if it's not amazing, you'll still get a notification. And you can find me here on New Hero Comics, and I have a website and everything. It's all listed in the About section of my New Hero Comics, all the different ways to find out about what's going on. And hey guys, thanks a lot. Booster, I really appreciate the toning down of your natural, what would you say, essential
Vulgarity.
What do you want to fight me, bro?
I am lovely all the time. I have no idea what you're on about. I am PG Booster. I am clean, squeaky clean all the time.
Yes. Well, okay. Thanks a lot, guys. And this is see you next time. Bye bye.
Cool.
All right, bye, guys. Later.
Yeah. Thanks, Hillel.
Peace out.
Thanks for voting, guys.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
For everybody.
Thanks. Appreciate it.